Special shout out to all breast cancer survivors in the house tonight. As October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, thus the pink suit support worn by both sides.
Is that good? Good, testing, testing. Are we gonna win tonight? Excuse me, what?
Well, a very good evening, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Brian Adams and Kevin Willey. This is KernHigh.org, live streaming of high school football. The boos you hear below are from the Black Hole, the Stockdale High School student cheering section. Tonight they are adorned in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They're booing who everybody boos in this town, and my partner's one of them, a driller from Bakersfield High School. Let's bring Brian Adams into it. Brian, this is the second to the last game of the season. Not the last game, but man, it feels like the last game of the regular season tonight.
Well, Vance, it has that feel because for Stockdale, they really have to come out, impress, and get a win tonight. I think to get them back in the hunt and get 2-2. They can't afford to lose this game and get too far out. Because if they get 2-2, who knows, next week you could get at least tied for second. But right now it's the Drillers' season to lose tonight. If they lose, then next week means nothing. So they have to stay focused tonight on the Stockdale Mustangs. They can't look ahead to the Liberty Patriots. They have to come out tonight and take care of business. They want to have a chance for a championship.
A lot of pressure on the Drillers tonight. More pressure than the Mustangs. They're at home. This is our third opportunity to be on this great campus at Stockdale High School, but no bigger game tonight for both teams. Stockdale High School trying to put a signature win on this 2016 program, and the Drillers absolutely want to go into next week against Liberty with the destiny in their hands. And this is one of those games, one of those stadiums where the crowd is a big part of the ambient noise. Get ready. Here's the kickoff. Stockdale defers and decides to kick off, and it's a long, long boot, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Drillers. Well, Brian, we've covered a couple Driller games already. One of the most notable ones was their homecoming at West High School. Garces was making a late game charge. They coughed up the ball late in the game, but that game had every indication it might go into OT. We saw a lot of stuff come out of that BHS offense and defense. Here we go again, and didn't know who was going to start at quarterback. Now tonight we do. Tonight's starting quarterback, Caden Ochoa.
And man, he's very athletic.
A pitch out to the far side. And nice run out there by Shane Jones. And the first play of the game, we see some yellow. A flag comes out, and it may have been a little extra business at the end of the run.
You know, fans, I think that's exactly it, what you're looking at. But, I mean, was it on Jones or was it hit out of bounds? We'll have to see what they call right here. And it is on Jones, man. And like you said, that extra elbow going up
So it was a pitch out to the far side, and he was getting run out of bounds. And at the very end, an elbow up into the jaw of the defensive player. And it was a good run, good play call, I think, to start the game off, stretch out the field. But just like that, now it's going to be first and awfully long when it could have been 2nd and 2. Whoa, 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 after all of that. After that,
late, they must be calling late hit. They got to be calling a hit out of bounds.
After all of that articulation and description, they say, oh, no, it's on the other team.
Yeah. Well, Vance, you called it. You saw it. There was a blow. It was either going to be that, the personal foul on the Drillers was going to be hit out of bounds late. So,
well, I went with the demonstrative arm pointing south. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Ochoa decides to keep this. Doesn't get much. Stockdale defense all over it. And this is going to be one of those football games where, as the players play to the whistle, there's going to be a lot of aggression. No love lost between the Mustangs and the Drillers.
You know, and doing Driller games throughout the years, Vance, the one thing we do know is that there always tends to be a little chippiness when they play from teams wanting to beat them and them wanting to maintain their dominance.
2nd and 9. Ochoa, the quarterback, right behind center. One back behind him. Another pitch, this time out to Jones again. He's got some room. Look out. And he gets shoved out of bounds at the 45-yard line on the Stockdale side. And if that shove didn't happen, he was gone.
Yes, Vance. And just like the last time we saw the Drillers, Jones is picking up when he's taking off. I mean, he was getting 8-9 yards a run last time. Here he is again. He's picking up those big chunks. He does a good job, but when he catches the ball, he explodes upfield, Vance.
1st and 10 from the Mustangs' 46-yard line. Again, Caden Ochoa behind center. He's got 2 receivers down here on the bottom of your screen, wide side of the field. Ochoa behind center, steps back twice, throws one out here to the near side. It's Jones again. So far it's been Ochoa and Jones, the only 2 Drillers who touch the football other than the center.
You know, Vance, and I said, you know, it's going to be multiple quarterbacks for the Drillers playing. And one's going to be more the running quarterback. He's going to run that quick read and make the pitches to keep the ball himself. And he's going to throw the shortest balls, the high completion percentage passes.
Here we go, 2nd and 3. Now they're inside the 40 at the 39-yard line of Stockdale. We're just underway at Stockdale High School. Jones fakes like he's in motion. Ochoa this time thought he was going to pitch. Well read by that Stockdale defense, and a nice job out there by Harrison Taylor. This time he was standing there waiting for the pitch. Are you going to pitch it? Because if so, I might pick it and go all the way. Ochoa had to eat it, loss of a couple yards.
And that allowed Noah Burkhart to come behind and put him down. So that was a great defense right there. And this is the position you want to put the Drillers in when you have Ochoa. You want them to be in 3rd and long. Although we've watched the Drillers in the past, Gola is not afraid to keep the ball on the ground to pick up these big chunks if he thinks he needs it.
Now it's 3rd and 7. You hear that student section down below us for Stockdale getting rowdy. Ochoa drops back, pumps, goes long down the sidelines, and that's a deep, deep ball, and there is nobody close. He took a hit at the end of the play, Ochoa did, but that's going to bring up 4th and 7, and they're in that part of the football field where, of all coaches, you rarely would think he would do anything but punt, and he does. So Coach Gold is going to punt.
And you have to be aware because he's not afraid of putting his faith in his defense, man. He really is not, so he'll take some chances here, and that offense too is missing one of their best linemen this year after having a broken hand and surgery, and that is, as we see the punt here.
High wobbly punt to about the 18-yard line, and it's downed at the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Drillers have some banged-up bodies, well-known. Right.
Brendan Hacker, who really had a monster game when we watched. He was pancaking Garcia's Rams and driving them back, so he's going to be missed because of his aggressiveness and his strength, and also he's a smart ball player in the line.
That's the voice of my partner, Brian Adams, a BHS Driller Hall of Famer, UCLA Bruin star, and my partner, Kevin Willie to my right, a West High Viking, the man that makes sure you're listening and hearing all of these great live streaming sports here on KernHigh.org. And man, do we have a big future ahead of us. We'll talk a little bit more about it this evening. Right now, Stockdale on their 1st and 10, a pitch pass. They're going to throw Elijah Ortiz down the near side. Oh, and had his man. Great coverage out there, but look at Stockdale. They come out and fling it. It was intended for Austin Gutierrez, but Navate Nimison was right there next to him.
You know, and the way not to get fooled. And I like Stockdale coming out with little wrinkles. See if you can catch him sleeping. And great coverage right there by Demison. Kept his positioning and his confidence too, Vance, to go one-on-one and lock up middle, use your speed to run on the side of the receiver.
2nd and 10. It's a run between the hashes, and boy, that BHS defense ready for it, and it's going to be a loss of at least 3. Bring up 3rd and maybe 13. Oof.
This is not where you want to be at against the Drillers. 3rd and long, deep in your end of the territory. You know, this is a lot of times when you see in the college and the pro level, you see the draw play, just a safe handoff and let the running back get what he can. If he picks it up, fine. If not, punt it and go back and play defense.
9 minutes left in this first quarter. We are just underway on KernHigh.org. Vance Palm alongside Brian Adams and Kevin Willey. Here's a 3rd and 12. Hard count, almost got him to jump. They don't. They want to pass. Smith takes a look, throws it out here. Oh, had a man open. A nice route, just overthrew it, and boy, that would have been a big first down. And Rennick was the intended receiver, and almost a first down. Didn't get it. They'll punt.
And Vance, that was a big-time chance lost right there because it was wide open, as you said, Vance, and just couldn't touch that ball in that little gap in that window against the soft Driller defense.
So they'll punt.
Ready?
Oh, it's not a good punt at all. Might get a Stockdale bounce. It does. Oh, and it's going to be picked up by Jones. Jones looking for some room. He might get it if he gets a block. Jones cups up field. He's still at the 40-yard line. Look at Jones. He picked up the one hopper, and that young man wants the end zone. Touchdown, BHS. It was a bad punt, and it kept bouncing, and Jones said, just keep coming, keep coming. He one-hops it at the 44-yard line, Brian. Broke one tackle, got a really good block at about the 50, and then broke 2 or 3 more. That was a hungry, hungry runner.
And Vance, you couldn't have said it better than that. That's just a guy who wanted to get the ball and who wanted to get in, Vance. He wanted to get to the end zone because he ran through another 3 tacklers.
Almost got brought down to the 12.
You know, he got hit on the sideline, too, about the 30 up high, ran through that. So that's the situation where Jones just wanted to be a playmaker.
Early score by the Drillers. The PAT, the hold, the kick, it's up, and it's a power boot by Carson Olivas. It is 7-0, the Drillers, on a long punt return, a 55-yarder by Shane Jones. And so far, it's been the Shane Jones show for the Drillers. Welcome, everybody, if you're just getting to your phones, your iPads, your computers. Pleasure to have you with us on KernHigh.org. This is the penultimate game in the regular season. Next week, we're going to let the cat out of the bag right now. We're going to be at West High School, considered a home game for the Drillers as they will host Liberty in what may be, you never know, but it may end up as the league championship. A lot of football left on this field tonight and a lot of football left with Liberty High School in their contest tonight. But as it starts out right now with 8.5 to go in the first quarter, Drillers up 7-0.
Yeah, Vance, like again, I mean, think about Stockdale was close to getting the Drillers on the other side of the 50 after the roll, close to picking up the first down on a corner route, and then you just don't capitalize on those things, and then boom, you're down 7-0.
All right. Stockdale, second time around here. See what they can get going. Ortiz takes the handoff, and there is nothing there, and I mean nothing there.
And that was Stephen Marks, who was like right in the backfield already. And he has some big tackles in that Garces game too, Vance.
Quarterback, by the way, for Stockdale, haven't given you his name yet, Ryan White. And they have a lot of different options at quarterback as well, but right now it's Ryan White back there. Ortiz behind him. We've seen him before here on KernHigh.org. What a magical runner he is. They try to go with it again, and he is just swallowed up by that Driller defense. And they are getting nowhere between the hashes right now. That's going to bring up third, and I would think they're going to lose a couple there, maybe 3rd and 12.
Yeah, Vance, I think it's Jaylon Smith. I think it's a 19 for Stockdale. Yep, 19, Jaylon Smith.
Oh, my correction. I apologize. Jaylon Smith, the QB, right.
Yeah, we know he has a strong arm. He can throw the ball.
Oh, you mean I should get the right team? Brian, I didn't know that was important. Kevin, you got to talk me through these things. 3rd and 11. Ortiz, bust to the middle. Where can he go? Where can he go? I don't know.
Can they run him down? Can they run him down? He's gone, Vance.
Ortiz.
He's gone, Vance.
An 81-yarder.
And Vance, we saw him a couple weeks ago. Ortiz is just a flat-out football player. He plays on both sides of the ball and a playmaker, Vance. And he's the one kid that can match up athletically with the guys in the blue. And right there, he beat them.
And that was no easy run. He had to bust through a tough line. They had his jersey. They hung on to it for a second. Then there was a lot of traffic midfield. He broke to the left, and it was a foot race to the finish on some very speedy defensive backs. And as I mentioned, there's a lot of football left. Tovar. And the powerful left leg boots that through. Look at this. What a football game. If you're just getting us right now on currenthigh.org, 7:17 left in this first quarter. We're tied up at 7. And the student sections for both teams are absolutely going bonkers tonight. 7 up.
Vance, they went from quiet to back engaged here in the black hole.
Well, Brian, they had the first 2 runs on their first series didn't work out, or first 2 plays didn't work out. Then on a 3rd and long, looked like that an open pass here. They dropped but didn't get it completed. So they have to punt the football. They punt it. It's returned for a touchdown. Then the first 2 plays in this drive are stalled. And so you're right, Brian. They had this little, oh, man, this is going to be a long night. Bam! Touchdown.
And that's the thing with a playmaker. When you have a playmaker, Vance, they can keep you in the game because they're always one big play away from putting you back in it or putting you ahead. And Elijah right there just had a great run, and then you saw Speezy hit the sideline, Vance.
Tovar's kick, as we've come to expect, a long one, and it is. So we are tied up at 7, and what promises to be an exceptional football game. I was down on the field pregame, and I didn't really talk to I didn't talk to either head coach. Didn't really talk to a lot of coaches tonight. Just kind of wanted to soak it all up. Talked to a couple assistant coaches. Talked about the health. Just made sure we got, where we at with that. And I just kind of walked around. And you could just feel it, man. This is a big game atmosphere tonight. As we mentioned, Stockdale trying to put a signature win in the books in 2016, and the Drillers trying to get to next week. And here we go. This time it's Cameron Williams, the new quarterback in here for the Drillers, and this is the young man who awed all of us at West High School against the Garces Rams.
And now you come back with a guy, if he gets runs like that, you're really in trouble. With his passing ability, it opens up a lot of things for him, Vance.
On a 1st and 10, the sophomore bolted for 14 yards. Here he comes again. This time he's wrapped up at about the 33-yard line. Maybe even a loss there for a yard.
And you know who that is, Vance? Number 42. That's your boy, Robert Nick Maiden. He had a big game 2 weeks ago, and he's starting off already making plays.
He did have a big game. 2nd and 11. Williams in the shotgun, stands at his own 30. He drops straight back. He can sling it. He throws him down the far side, and a little miscommunication on the route. And it was intended out there for Justin McGill. But that's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
Well, Justin got hung up there, and that's great coverage out there by Craig Gradowitz as he was locked up with Justin, a little bit bigger receiver. What I like is the patience Williams had. He didn't panic, and he said, you know what? I'm going to get it where nobody can get it. We don't throw interception. We come back. We got a 3rd down play.
6.5 to go here in this first quarter. Williams rolls to his right, flings one out to the far side. Will it be caught? And if it is, it's a great nab, and that is McGill. Timed perfectly, the tiptoe catch on the sidelines at midfield. Beautiful route, nice pass, nice catch. Textbook.
Vance, it doesn't get better than that. You know, you roll out, you run a sideline route, you drive the defensive back off, then you snap out of your break, catch it in bounds, move the chains.
And they'll start the clock. 6:28 to go here in this first quarter. We're tied up at 7. 2 quick scores. Williams steps up behind center now. Don't know if he'll stay there. He's talking to us two-back. It's a handoff right between the hash marks. And this time it's Trayvon Jackson. And, you know, TJ had an incredible game. Tony's Pizza Player of the game
Yes.
a few weeks ago. And as we just see in that nondescript run right there, the legs never stop moving with TJ.
No, you know, you got to make, like you said, you got to make sure you wrap and get him down, because if not, he'll just see him break out and take off another 15 yards.
2nd and 7. The ball is now inside Stockdale territory at the 48. Williams wants to throw. He drops back. He throws it out here to the near side. It's thrown up, and it's caught. Oh, goodness. What an incredible catch out there by Taj Wright. Oh, my goodness. For those of you watching this on currenthigh.org, here's how you can see that again. Tomorrow afternoon, you go to On Demand, which is essentially the archive. Did you see that catch, B?
It wasn't as good as the one he did against Garces, but that's a good catch still. What I like about Taj is he catches the ball with his hands. You see a lot of, especially young receivers, they want to go with their body and grab in. He uses his hands to go get the ball and take the ball away from the defensive back.
He was in a wrestling match downfield, stuck his hand up there and grabbed it. What a big catch and a big first down. And now here comes the young quarterback, and he plows up to about the 12-yard line. That was impressive.
And Vance, good placement with the ball. Again, he kind of underthrew the ball, but he threw it back where the mistake was going to be in his favor. If he throws it out, it's going to be a bigger play. But great play by both of them. Bad on the missed throw in the right spot. Great catch by Taj. And, you know, Vance, don't be surprised they go back to him soon, especially down here in this red zone, his ability to use his hands.
They try to run in between the hash marks, and when they break out of the huddle, you know, BHS puts Gage Turner and Justin McGill way out to the far right side, the big wide side of the field, and you just have to bite. You have to bite on that bait and get out there. Everywhere you look, there's talent, so the Stockdale defense is going to have their hands full tonight. We dip below the 5-minute mark already, 4:55 and counting. 1st and goal from the 9. The Drillers break out of the huddle. Williams right behind center.
Oh, good pitch.
Kicks it out to
Touchdown.
Shane Jones, and right at the last moment he pitched it out. Cameron Williams was basically in the grasp, if you will, and kicked it out almost like a blind pitch. Jones kept his momentum going, and there it was.
Yeah, great call, Vance. He kept his relationship, so he gave Cam an angle to pitch it. And then after that, he's too big and strong, Vance. I mean, that close, you don't need 2 or 3. One guy not going to bring him down.
Brian, because he held on to it so long, everybody had to stay engaged so tight that basically it's, you know, one-on-one. And with Shane Jones, that's not going to happen. Here we go. The PAT, it's up. Olivas knocks it through, and it's a 14-7 football game. So 21 points already scored totally in this first quarter, and we've got a nice little football game breaking out here at Stockdale High School. Second to the last week of high school football here in league play. We're at Stockdale High School. The Drillers are the visiting team tonight. Super dark blue pants and the white tops. Stockdale, all black, silver stripes, and the silver helmet.
Oh, that's right, because last time they were doing throwback. They were wearing the royal blue. They have that deep navy blue, and offensively they have a much better rhythm in their offense that time. And again, I think the one thing that Williams gives you is his passing ability. He was 2 for 3 on that series. And then now he's showing he can run the ball a little, and be a little more physical with his runs. Sky's the limit for that young kid.
You know, Brian, you look over at that Driller sideline, there are not a ton of players over there. Here's the kickoff. And it's taken at the 1-inch line. Ortiz,
Again, Vance.
look out. He busts the seam, and he finally gets brought down at midfield. What an exciting, super dangerous player he is. Wow.
You know, Vance, they say there's people you would pay to come see. This young man You know, I don't like paying for games, partner, but
you don't have to, my man.
He'd be a kid I'd be willing to pay to go see because he's electric. I mean, when he gets the ball, you get that feeling like he's going to do something. He's going to do something. You know, so he's a fun kid to watch and a special kid to watch right there.
Brian, he caught that high at the goal line with his heels maybe an inch away from the goal line, which allowed him to go ahead and run it, and he ran it 52 yards. It's 1st and 10 from the Driller 48, and just like that, they're in the middle of the football field. This time it's an end around. What a nice play that is. Ends up being a 10 to 11-yard gain out there, and it was taken by Jacob Ruley. We've seen Ruley run the quarterback spot.
Ruley was the quarterback, but he did a good job of running the ball right there. And Vance, hey, I like that. Give your star a little breather right there. Let him get his breath. Give Ruley the ball, picks up 9 now. You got a lot of things in the playbook you can get to. And we see her trying to get somebody in motion. Who has the ball? Ortiz has it again. He picks up the first down. Very easy. Very easy first down run.
3:54 remaining in this first quarter. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Brian Adams next to me, Kevin Willie on my right side. The Driller Bear Viking trio of yesteryear. 14-7. Drillers up by a touchdown. 3:38 and counting left in this first quarter. Stockdale on a 1st and 10. Ortiz draws a lot of attention on a run play to the far side, never comes down.
And he's a strong kid, too, man. I mean, he still doesn't come in. He's like, you know what, take 9 of you, I'm not going down. Well, that's a better defensive play right there for the Drillers. But remember, Van, they had 2 plays against him last time. On 3rd down, he breaks 80-plus yards. So he's a threat anywhere he touches the ball on the field.
2nd and 8. Rennick breaks out here to the far side, to the near side with us. Smith rolls, has a man this time, and it's caught by Ortiz. A little bit of a high pass, but it's going to be probably 3rd and 5. Saw a great piece on one of our local affiliates did on Elisha. It was a great interview, a personal interview. He was sitting over here yesterday or a couple of days ago on one of the cheerleading blocks and had a real heart-to-heart discussion with him. And, in the summer, they decided, and they had a credo, and they went to Lake Hume, and they had a time together as a Stockdale football team and said, this is who we want to be, this is what our identity is. And, boy, it goes around him, doesn't it? Oh, that's a nice play call if they can get to the first down marker. I don't know if they can. They will not. It's caught out there by Green. And Jaylon Smith took a big hit at the end of that one.
Yeah. And Vance, I mean, you're kind of in that no man's territory here. Do you punt it? Do you go for it? And they're going to go for it. I know if you're the Drillers, you know who you're going to key on. But remember, Vance, they ran that little corner route where they flooded that area that they barely missed on the 3rd down that first series. Coming back to that, they might have some action on that because the Drillers are going to be real susceptible to keying in on Ortiz.
Well, Jaylon Smith comes sprinting off the sideline with the call, and they better hurry up. And sure enough, Stockdale coaches called a timeout. It's a big play here with 1:40 left in the first quarter. And so I know it's early, but it's an important play. They've been swapping touchdowns, and right now Stockdale wants to take advantage of it. Gives it a chance to kind of regroup. Welcome to kernhigh.org. We're at Stockdale High School, and it's a fun atmosphere here tonight. The cheerleaders tossing out goodies to the black hole. This cheering section all decked out in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as is the student cheering section for Bakersfield High School, which, by the way, the visiting stands, absolutely jam-packed. Fun night. Their Mustangs trail by a touchdown. Looking forward to my halftime interview with the athletic director, Jim Keene. And what a job he's done at Stockdale High School. Standard bearer in a lot of ways. We had the principal, Ramon, was on our first home game, and he talked about all of the qualities of this high school, their school within a school, and their medical program here. Of course, their sports, but their arts and entertainment. Great high school here, and they've hosted us now 3 times this season. Here we go. 4th and 4, Brian. What are you thinking?
Man, you got to think that
3 backs back there with him. Smith.
He's going to have to get the ball.
You're a smart man, Brian. You are a smart guy.
Well, I mean, Vance, the way they lined up, but again, they can pass on that too because you can play action. He can come back out. Other guys can get out. But what I like is the Stockdale line.
Offensive line.
Got up there and said, you know what, we're going to create some space. And they just went there and just manhandled the Drillers on that and gave him a crease to get the first down.
Yeah, you read my mind again. That O-line said, this is up to us. Let's go. 1st and 10 from the BHS 21-yard line. Smith, the QB. A hand around, an end around handoff to Zachary Green. Gets probably 3 yards maybe. Going to be 2nd and 7. 1:07 to go here in this first quarter.
And you know, Vance, and he looked like he wanted to stretch it out, but he saw a crease. He just said, you know what, I'm not going to try to make anything big and get a loss. Just get upfield and get as many yards as I can. And he said put 3 yards, and that puts him in good position.
2nd and 7. Smith pitches it to Ortiz. He's basically looking for a seam. He's got the speed, has all the skill he needs. Now he's looking for the right spot. Got about 4 yards there. Should bring up about a 3rd and 3. Let's see. Don't know if they'll try to rush a play here.
You know, Vance, and again, you put yourself in good position. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. You're the play caller. You're the offensive coordinator. You're loving that because everything's in the book.
Right.
You know, they just can't key on the run. And right now, you just can't say because Ortiz is out because Nick Maiden is tough too.
Smith, with 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter, takes the handoff. And now Nick Maiden, as you call it, Brian, the big fella still on his feet, gets up to the 9-yard line. Oh, man. They get the first down, so you called it. They give it to him. Jaylon Smith out there laying a block down to give him 1 extra foot, I think, and that was the foot he needed at the end of the first quarter. 14-7 BHS, but Stockdale on the move in the neighborhood and looking to get into the end zone. We're going to step away from the microphone for about 30 seconds.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect.
All right, second quarter action about to start. We want to thank Kern High School District for this incredible support. PAV Solar and Communications, Kern Schools, Federal Credit Union, Premier Lighting, and of course Tony's Pizza. Will announce our Tony's Pizza player of the game at the end of this deal. We're going to start the second quarter with Stockdale and a penalty, and the Drillers have too many guys. Too many guys. Ho-ho! So Trayvon Jackson is the one that's going to run off the field for a minute, but then they say no, it's going to be the big fella. Antoine Thompson runs off. So, Brian, how about that? They come out of the quarter break timeout on the sidelines.
That's just not being in the moment and focusing right there.
And so Stockdale's going to come back one last time and regroup on a new play call because now it's 1st and goal from the 5.
I don't know what plays. I don't know what the name of the plays are, but I know what the play I got is called 5.
Or Smith, or 19.
5. That's my play.
Well, BHS knew it too.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, you're right.
It could be 5 again.
Right. No, you're right, B. I mean, I get it. It could be a lot of 5s. Well, it is going to be a lot of 5s. So as we started the second quarter right now, BHS had 12 guys on the field. Stockdale had a 1st and goal from the 10. Now it was 1st and goal from the 5. They lost a yard now. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 6.
And I know I'm being funny, but they're ripe now for a play action with 5. So you can go a little play action, roll out, and come out here and find somebody open.
3 to the left side. Is that what they do? Ortiz, they try it again. They try to give it that look that it was going to be some type of a play action with 3 receivers split out here, but those front 4 for the Drillers are going nowhere.
And that's why I said they were right for a play action with 5 on that situation, because now they're really keen on him. They want to make sure he doesn't beat them. So now you can go. But now I can sit back and I can say, especially as a secondary player, more than likely they're going to throw it. This is my chance to go 91, 90, 100 if I can pick it on you.
So now Ortiz, the lone back there with Smith. Smith goes hard count. They thought they got somebody. Smith's going to keep it himself. He better throw it. Uh-oh, he goes down, and it's a big loss. So they had a 1st and goal from the 5, and now it is 4th and goal from the 20, from the 17. So, ay.
And that's why I was saying, Vance, that second down,
right,
that was your play action down, because they weren't keyed as much on 5 on that situation, because they know pretty much you're going to probably pass it now. But they got a good kicker, so.
So Luke Tovar now will attempt a 32-yarder. And the powerful left leg of Tovar. Rennick the holder. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is no good, wide right. And a penalty flag. Hold it. The white hat.
Unsportsmanlike contact.
Oh, boy. Dead ball, personal foul, and sportsmanlike conduct on somebody with a white jersey. And Coach Goal is just going to ask for an explanation, and that's it. He wants to know who. Who was it? We stopped the drive.
Here he goes. Watch him. Here he goes. Staying kind of calm tonight.
Well, I think he just let one of his players know.
He let him know. But
you are going to have a very, very uncomfortable Monday on campus. Let's just redraw.
The saying is after the play.
After the play.
So it's still going to be a 1st down Drillers.
It'll be 1st and 10 BHS from their 10 instead of the 22. But that's not a precedent that Coach Gola would want set after a big stop, a big defensive hold, a missed field goal, and then a stain on it at the end.
You are absolutely right about that, man.
Here we go. 1st and 10 Drillers, 10:07 to go here in the half. It's a quarterback keeper, and Cameron Williams keeps it on his own. And, Brian, because of that arm, you've got to respect the first 2 or 3 seconds of every play.
But on that play, Nick May did another good play, Vance, where he got in the backfield. He forced him to cut upfield. I don't want Jones touching the ball. I'd rather if Cam's going to beat me, I want Cam to beat me with his legs. Not that he's capable. That's what I want him to beat me.
Pick your poison, eh?
I don't want him to beat me with the arm.
Receivers split out everywhere. One goes in motion behind him.
Oh, they're too close.
They want to go. Open. He's got his man open, wide open, and he hits him. It's Jones. He's looking at that pylon. Touchdown BHS. Brian, you just said it, and he did it. If you're going to beat me with my arm, but what set it up was he looked like he was going to run for a second, then he stops, pulls up, and let's talk about the accuracy of that pass.
Well, Vance, I tell you, he can throw the ball. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He throws the ball. You look at how beautiful his ball is. That was an easy ball to catch.
In stride.
On stride. But Vance, the reason why I was saying, oh no, is I saw the Stockdale Mustangs roll up to press and get tight. They don't have those. That's not what they should be doing in this game, because they have too many targets that can move off the line and get wide open.
Olivas with a PAT. It's up, and it's good. So the Drillers strike quickly from deep in their own territory. A big, long touchdown pass from Cameron Williams.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Shane Jones.
Shane Jones is putting on a show himself. Punt return, run, pass reception for a touchdown. I mean, he's doing his thing tonight. And he comes from a long list of great athletes in the Jones family. Dean Jones, his uncle, Rodney Jones. They have a long history. Kevin Bede, Garth, another one of the Jones family kids. So they have a long lineage of great athleticism in that family.
Uncle Dean was my assistant basketball coach at Bakersfield College. And he taught all of us at Bakersfield College what it was like to be in shape. It's a bad deal when your assistant coach is the best player in the gym and in the best condition as he just come off his All-American season at USC.
He can still play then.
Man, what a player. Uncle Dean very proud right now. Here's a long kick by Olivas, goes into the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10, 21-7. The Drillers with 75% of the scoring right now over the Mustangs in Stockdale. Brian, it's important that these Mustangs keep their attitude up and keep that momentum up and keep that energy up right now, because there's a lot of football left, and we've seen a lot of big plays already by these Mustangs, and it's super important for them to keep their vibe positive.
And Vance, if they don't score, they got to get some first downs and keep the Drillers off the field.
1st and 10. Everybody packed in tight. A delayed count. Smith goes to his right, fires out quickly. Nice pitch and catch, but oh, what great defense out there. A superb job out there. And of course, it's Navante Demison. The quick wrap up, and could have been a lot more yardage gained by that. They did give him 5. He caught it at the 5-yard mark. But a quick wrap up by the superstar wrestler, Navante Demison.
I like the way he plays the cornerback
Sure
position,
does.
Vance. He really closes quick. He uses his speed and quickness. And like you said, with that wrestling background, when he wraps you up, you're not getting away from him.
2nd and 6, 4 officially they gave him. They're going to go to Ortiz this time. The Driller defense just read it perfectly, threw him down, and there's a flag. I don't know what happened there. Maybe a face mask.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking too.
the Drillers, one of them got in there. There was 6 of them that had piled on Ortiz. One of them got their hands up in there and face masked him. That's going to be 1st down Drillers.
Let's see. Yeah.
8:38 left here in this first half. No, it was the minimal sort.
And that's I was going to say, when you get those big groups like that, that happens quite often. You get hit in the helmet, the face, hands come in. They're just reaching around. They don't know what, and they hit a face mask.
They want to take down.
It's inadvertently.
8:34 and counting. Kevin, I'm not going to say, Kevin, this game's going fast. I'm not going to say it. I won't say that this game's going fast. Smith in the shotgun. Gradowitz runs in motion to him. Then they stop. Then they put Courtney in motion. Smith has targets, throws out here. And it's caught by Andrew Marion. But he's wrapped up awfully quick. Maybe 4-yard gain. Looks like that's what it's going to be. It's going to be 2nd and 6 as we'll dip below 8 minutes right now. Kevin Willie to my right. Got us all set up here. Had the big boss here tonight. Stan was up here with us and got us going. Kevin, thank you for your time and your professionalism. And Brian, now we're looking at this 7.5 mark here on a 2nd and 6. Mustangs need to make something happen.
You got to get some first downs here, fan, or another big score.
Ortiz always draws the crowd. Picked up maybe 2 or 3 yards, and now they stop. They don't even bring him down this time. Like, hey, no face mask on me. Oh, they gave it to him.
That was a good run. I mean, he runs tough in between the tackles, man. He does not run bashful at all.
So 1st and 10 from their own 40. Putting together a nice drive here, and it is exactly what the doctor ordered for these Mustangs. Smith in the shotgun, stands at the 35. Takes the snap, drops back, screenplay, and it's working perfectly. Do they have it? They do. Oh, goodness. Taylor trying to get to the end zone. And a big, big catch by Harrison Taylor. The senior tight end, linebacker, defensive lineman had to wait for a second, come back to it, caught it, secured it. Tough kid.
Again, you go with your play action.
Yep.
On that first down there, keying in. Now he's wide open. And that's a great play call right there by the Stockdale Mustang coaching staff.
My partner, B. Adams, calling it out. You're right. Set it up with the run, take advantage of it in the second play, and they went with an unlikely character, in essence, with Harrison Taylor. And now Ortiz comes in and he piles one in. Listen to this crowd below us.
And Vance right there, like I said, he's tough in the middle. I mean, he runs strong. He's a powerful kid as he runs through tacklers for a touchdown right there. Great run. And again, the passing kept you open. You didn't know, you know what, they may pass the ball on us again.
And
so great job of keeping the defense off balance right there by the coaching staff and the play caller.
Brian, you've seen running backs, when they get within 10 to 12, 14 yards of that end zone, it's hard to keep them out. They just, some guys have a nose for that goal line, and it's just hard to keep them out.
Well, he for sure does. I mean, one thing about Ortiz, he knows how to get in that pay dirt.
Touchdown Mustangs. And that superstar right below us in that number 5 jersey. And he's getting some high fives from everybody. So with 6:44 left in the half, I'm going to have to go down with about a minute left, and who knows who I'll be talking to, which coach I will be. Protocol is I'm going to talk to the coaches in the lead on the way out. Don't know.
Just better get in the end zone.
Shane Jones is back there, and Brian's saying what every Stockdale fan is thinking, keep going, ball, keep going, ball.
You can't give him a chance. He's hot tonight.
300 yards in the first half, he got that.
And really good players get like that, what I mean? You don't want them touching the ball.
He'll have a Westbrook night. What'd you just show me?
51 points and triple-double.
What
over the Suns.
What do you have in his other stats?
I didn't get the rebounds. I just know we know he had at least 10 and 10 in each one of those.
He had 51. That's all that counts, man. 51 for Russell Westbrook tonight. Oof. Okay, here come the drillers. Williams on a keeper. It's about 4 or 5 yards. Of course, the obvious statement of the year, big battle going on at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And it's a different kind of battle when you have a quarterback that's so gifted and so quick and so speedy and that dual threat. It's a different kind of battle up there on the line than if you're just trying to pound it at him.
I told you once what threat I want him to beat me with, and it's not with that right arm.
There's going to be some illegal motion on the drillers. There was guys running all over the place. 6:11 on the clock left in the first half. And that is exactly what happened. Illegal shift on the drillers.
Yep. And you called it, man. So you can see it right away. You had a couple guys moving, and it wasn't timed up right. But
as my buddy Terry Claw Hallam always says, it's a great move if you get away with it.
Sounds like Rick Neuheisel will tell us. If
Exactly.
they don't call it, you didn't cheat.
Exactly. 21-14. Drillers up by 7. Quick pass out to Jones. Some nice downfield blocking. They're going to pick up the first down for sure. And if you're the drillers, you're thinking, hey, why not? Let's just do basically a handoff out to the side over there. Go.
But that's a good read. Now, like I said, I like what they're doing. Hey, that's open. It's a low-risk pass. But it's going to be a high payoff. You got a hot player right now. Anytime you got a hot player, man, you got to get the ball to him. It's like basketball.
Under 6 to go. They break out of the huddle. Cameron Williams directing traffic before the snap. You go here. You go there. He ran Justin McGill off the field. Get out of here. Wants to throw. He gets flushed out of the pocket, and a great job by that Stockdale defense. That was an excellent job covering downfield. Everybody staying right where they needed to in the middle of the field, maybe a gain of 2 only.
And again, he makes good reads, man. He's not forcing the ball in there. A lot of quarterbacks we've seen throughout our years will want to force the ball into that double coverage or force the ball to the situation where you got the one-on-one, but the defensive back's in good position.
Thank you, Brian. Driller Hall of Famer, UCLA Bruin. I don't want to ask him what he thought about USC's win last night. 2nd and 7. Lone back behind Williams. Williams, will he pitch? He does pitch. This time it's pitched out to Bishop Maxwell. Maxwell makes one move but can't get away, and here's a late flag coming in way back here on the defensive side of the football. The very fact that I call Bishop Maxwell's name reminds me, oh yeah, there's that guy too.
Yeah. He's kind of been the forgotten man with everybody playing so well, but he gets in there too and gets in the action.
Another penalty against the Drillers, and that is 7 of 8 calls now on the Drillers. Stockdale is going to accept that penalty any day. Under 5 to go. They trail by 7. Want to remind all of our viewers, sit tight. We're going to show you the marching band and color guard show from start to finish, and all of our musicians and all of our color guard and everybody involved in this great presentation will be able to watch this also on currenthigh.org. Musician and band leader extraordinaire Kevin Willie will handle that as well. Here we go, 2nd and 17. Williams rolls this side, wants to throw, looks at Jones, underthrows it, incomplete. That didn't look good from start to finish.
No.
Look at a stretched out route, you know.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
the route wasn't too crisp, and the ball again rolling outside. You got to get those shoulders square and release that ball to the outside. He had the right trajectory on it, coming away from the defenders, but like you said, it just didn't look good from the get-go. It didn't look like the spacing was good. So.
3rd and 17. Huge play here in this first half. Williams wants to throw. He wants to go down the other side of the football field. He throws it down, and they're going to throw flags.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Stockdale, 2 guys down there, and they completely impeded the progress of the receiver.
And he wasn't going to catch it.
Exactly. Great point, Brian.
But you got flags back here, too.
So there's a flag back here where the ball was thrown.
And that's usually in the holding zone.
And then a flag over here.
Or a late hit. But I think, let's see what they're talking about.
So there's flags on.
Offset. There you go.
So we'll redo 3rd down. Holding on the Drillers, and then over here, it was an uncatchable football, but 2 Mustangs pancaked the receiver.
Yeah, the safety came and hit him. The corner was good. The safety came and hit him.
And it gets wiped off, and with 4:24, there's going to be another shot at it. And the Drillers have 3 timeouts. Mustangs have 2. It's in the first half. Don't know if that'll play into much just yet. But here we go. Cameron Williams, the quarterback, and he's standing about 2 feet behind center. Takes the shotgun snap. He rolls this way, throws this way, and it is not a good pass out there. It was supposed to go to Justin McGill. So now it's 4th and long, and the Drillers with a rare punt.
And, you know, and he's thrown back-to-back passes that were questionable in terms of how they came off his hand. Usually they've all been rolling. He's got to just take his time and get his composure before he throws it and just release the ball the way he normally throws it. But, hey, give Gradowitz great coverage. One-on-one, he got beat earlier on the outside route for first down. This time he stays in the pocket. What I like is the Mustangs played off this time, man. They didn't try to come up and press.
Absolutely. Great call on that Stockdale defense. High, wobbly snap and an even more wobbly punt, and it's going to go out. Sorry, it's going to bounce at about the 32-yard line. So all things considered, a really good situation for the Mustangs right now. A great job on defense there, staying where they need to stay. They put Williams in a position where he had to try to launch 2 or 3 long ones. Didn't work out, and with the help of some penalties, here we go. Mustangs 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in this first half.
And, you know, Vance, Mustangs have a good chance right here, Vance, to get back in. Remember, they're going to get the ball at half, too, so they can score and then get the ball back. Oh, they're right where they want to be at.
1st and 10. Jaylon Smith, the quarterback. It's going to be an end around, doesn't work. Zachary Green, I'm thinking when that happens, it's got to be super explosive, eh?
Yeah, and that you got to really smash that end right there and kick him out. Vance, right there, you know, again, what you don't want to do is return the ball, because we know one thing about Gola, he will use those timeouts. You get 2nd and 3rd, you get 3rd down, he'll call timeouts and get the ball back.
3:38 to go here in this first half. Nice football game. Now Jaylon Smith directing traffic. He's in the shotgun, stands at his own 25. Fakes the handoff, better get rid of it quickly. He does, and it's not handled out there, intended for Walter Bryant. And now with 3:25 on the clock, no reason to call timeout.
Nope.
Incomplete pass. and it's going to be 3rd and 12.
And they have that little wrinkle where they get Ortiz out in the flats. You might see him get the ball that way. But right now, you know, and Smith is not throwing the ball too bad. I mean, he's putting them right there where guys can get their hands on them.
3rd and 12. Ball's on their own 30-yard line. Here come the Drillers. They come at him hard. Smith has got the legs. He gets out of trouble, or does he? Oh, a nice big tackle from behind out there. Elijah Courtney, big play. And they're going to have to punt the football.
See what I'm saying about Gola? Gola will use those timeouts and give his offense some time. And
So,
again,
right, Brian. Go ahead.
So you got a situation where incomplete pass. In that series, 3 times, Ortiz never touches the ball. That's the key. That's been the key to offense. Either him getting the ball or them playing off of him. And because one thing the Drillers don't worry about, they're not worried about getting beat deep by the receivers. So those corners don't have that fear or that responsibility. So I think, you know, if you can get Ortiz the ball in that series, take some time off the clock. Like you said, man, now they didn't have to burn time on that 3rd down. On the 2nd down, they burned 3rd down, and you're kicking the ball off, punting the ball off to Jones, who's dangerous. I don't let him touch the ball, and you're going to get good field position with 3 minutes left.
The Kern High School District, thank you so much for your support. PAP Solar and Communications, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Premier Lighting, Tony's Pizza, the visionaries that joined forces with us. Here's the perfect snap for the punt. Not super long. And it bounces around wildly and goes down at about the 40-yard line. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left for Paul Gola and his Driller offense. Of course, Brett Shelton and his Stockdale defense. What a great chess match. Shelton growing up in the coaching ranks now, getting his teeth cut over a few years. Paul Gola, standard bearer right now in this community.
Yeah.
So, really nice game going on tonight right below us. 3 minutes, 6 seconds. Drillers. Ochoa now the quarterback. Look at this. Look at this. Caden Ochoa to the 5-yard line. Take your pick, Brian. It's like a roulette wheel. I'll take that number.
But you know what? It's kind of like Gola has the World Series in right now, right? He has this is fastball guy. He runs his offense, that quick hit, he runs it. Then he comes in with his little changeup when he comes in with Cam Williams, because now you're going to throw the ball a little bit more. So you're off balance. You're getting ready for Cam, and now Caden's in. He busts on you for 50 yards. I mean,
wow.
He's on the 4-yard line, Vance, and that didn't even take 2 minutes, 55 seconds left.
The quick strike offense of the BHS Drillers. Now it's 1st and goal from the 4. Caden Ochoa, the junior.
And he's the opposite, man. He's going to beat you with his legs. You want him to beat you with his arm.
He's behind center. He might take it again. This time he's in trouble. Oh, he backs out of the pile.
Touchdown.
Oh, wow. Caden Ochoa was dead to right. Stopped on the left side. Runs into a pile. Turns back around. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Drillers. And there's 2:42 left in the half.
2 plays, man. And that's why I said he's going to beat you with his legs. Great athlete. Now, I know he's going to get it from his uncle, though, getting caught down there on the 4-yard line. Hall of Famer, his uncle's Hall of Famer, Steve Wofford, so he's going to get him. But, this kid, he's an athlete, man. Real big-time athlete.
Tony's Pizza Player of the Game up at Bakersfield College when Chaminade came to town. And here's the kick. Olivas knocks it through. 28-14. They've doubled him up. And more on Caden Ochoa. The Drillers, a heartbreaking fumble at about the 4-yard line as they were going in to score against Chaminade. They would have needed a 2-point conversion, but still they coughed it up and the game came to an end. But the big play that kept that game alive was the Caden Ochoa pick 6. And I'm going to go ahead and tell the story. We went down to the field to present the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game, and he was the recipient. And Brian, he received it in absolute, total drenched tears. Tears just gushing out of his eyes. A painful, tough loss. He received the award, and the players just cheered for him wildly. But just a broken-hearted kid over the loss. That is Caden Ochoa, the junior Driller. Now, the Mustangs, they've answered twice tonight. Can they do it thrice in this first half?
Well, can they do it in 2 minutes and 42 seconds? That's the question.
Here's the kick. And it floats into the end zone, and Ortiz will not have a chance. I mean, you think about the 2 return men in tonight's football game. You got Elisha Ortiz for Stockdale and Shane Jones for the Drillers. As a fan, you're thinking, hey, just don't get in the end zone. Let's see these guys do something. As a fan.
Oh, yeah.
As a coach, on both sides, get that thing in the end zone.
As commentators, we're here for entertainment. We like to see the entertainment. I want to see them go, but I'm just saying, when I say don't kick the ball to them, I'm speaking like from a coaching standpoint. You don't want those guys to beat you like that, because they can, and they will if you give them opportunities.
Here we go, 2:42 to go here in this first half. Oh, we've got movement all over the place. Will it be the Drillers or will it be the Mustangs? It looks like it's going to be the Mustangs. And I think Gio Ramirez might have popped up too quick. Kind of a lengthy discussion.
Yeah, that's what I was. Oh, they called on the Drillers.
They're going to say encroachment. Coach Gola over there really giving it to the side official.
Yeah.
Saying, wow, everybody over here in the southwest of Bakersfield thought it was a Mustang. 2:42, 1st and 5 now from their own 25. Jaylon Smith, hard count again. You can tell he's going for it. And now, side judge over here. So the Mustangs might be picking up some yardage. Well, they are picking up yardage with great cadence calls by Jaylon Smith.
They have to be a little more disciplined on that front line there for the Drillers. They remind me of like the Dukies.
They're right. You can't do that. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Smith hands it to Ortiz. Really nice job out there. What a nice tackle.
That's Cam Williams making tackles now.
Wow. So now we have a timeout called by the Drillers. Pretty soon I'm going to head downfield. And I'll do it now, partner. I'm going to head down. Kevin, you have your radios, boys? Look at this. Come in, Brian. Push the top one right there.
Gotcha, Vance.
Kevin, you copy. Roger.
I copy, Roger.
Oh, my gosh. I can't even tell you how high-tech we are. I'm going downfield. It's all yours.
And right now, with this timeout by the Drillers, Stockdale has 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and, they've done a good job offensively. They've made some plays and were able to score. And like Vance said, answered twice. 2 of the times the Drillers scored, they've answered. And right now, the main thing is they don't want to turn the ball back over to the Drillers with time on the clock. And if they can get in, the end zone, it'd be even better. But they're going to get the ball at the half, so they just want to make sure no more damage is made. And almost had great damage, but right there gets rid of the ball. They were trying a little reverse pass there, but mishandling the ball right there between Ruley and Smith. And now it's an incomplete pass with 3rd down and 12, so you got to be careful here if you're the Stockdale Mustangs. You just can't go ahead and be reckless and not pick up a 1st down or get an incomplete pass. Because we've seen the Drillers can score quick. And here's a flag, and if Stockdale's got to kind of hope that flag is on them. On the Drillers, want to keep this going. But that's what you don't want. If it's against Stockdale, it's not going to be good for the Mustangs. It's going to give too much time for the Drillers to get the ball back. But I believe it's going to be on the Drillers. Defensive holding. So they're going to move the ball. It should be an automatic. This 10-yard penalty, still 3rd down. But again, you got to get the 1st down here. You don't want to do an incomplete pass. and get the Drillers time to come back. Stockdale gets in the back up the line. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 down the bottom. Smith sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Looks over the field. Throws it over here to Ortiz. Ortiz one-on-one. And he's going to be short of the first down by where the mark is. And he went out of bounds, so the clock stopped. So it's going to be plenty of time for Drillers if the Mustangs decide to punt it. Now it's a big play out there by the Drillers defense. Number 21, Casey Watkins, making a play out there, coming up on Ortiz. It looks like they're going for it unless they do like one of those quick punts. He got the first down. And that's just a great job right there by the Stockdale offense. Offensive line making room. Ortiz putting his head down, picking up the first down. So now, on about the 41-yard line in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, the clock is counting down. Stockdale has 2 timeouts left. Smith breaks everybody out the huddle. There's nobody. Empty backfield. Has Ortiz in motion. He snaps it. Gives the ball to Ortiz. Ortiz cuts back. Jukes right, left. And he stopped right there by big Stephen Marks, who's had a big game again defensively, making some tackles out there. And timeout Stockdale. But the one good thing with that first down is even now, with the Drillers only having 1 minute and 49 seconds, he can run some plays. And if you do have to punt, the Drillers won't have much time left on the clock. You got to make sure you don't get the ball to Jones, who's been a big play maker of the night for the Drillers. That was 28-14 in the second quarter with 1 minute and 49 seconds left. Stockdale Mustangs have held their own tonight. A big punt return, and then a big run. 2 runs by Ochoa, but the big one has kind of been the difference in this game.
Ready?
Ortiz has been as advertised. Jones has come to play tonight. Cam Williams has had some moments. And the Driller defense, with the exception of that one big run, hasn't been too bad tonight. But they're coming back out. Lone back is Ortiz behind Smith. Smith takes the snap. He looks back. He's rolling to his right, looking for a receiver. Pump fakes it. He's trying to get out of bounds, and don't know if he got there. We'll see what the referee what they say. Nope. He's inbound, so the clock is going. Loss of 1, 3rd down. Goal is probably going to call timeout. He does. So if he can get a stop here, probably can have about a minute left to see if he can't get a drive, put one more touchdown on the board. But Smith was right there, rolling out, looking for somebody. Good coverage downfield. Nobody was open and wasn't able to get out of bounds and pick up any yardage. It was a loss of 1.
Ready?
And again, Ortiz has had a big first half, whether it's been on kickoff returns or it's been running the ball. And even on defense, he's a man all over the field for the Stockdale Mustangs. Jaylon Smith has made some decent passes tonight. Big play that kept that drive going when they scored the 13th point. And the Black Holes rocking underneath us tonight. So here they come out. 3rd and about 12 with 1:29 on the clock. Jaylon Smith jogs out to his teammates. Going to give him the play. They break the huddle. And they have three backs in the backfield. Jaylon Smith takes a snap. Hands off to Ortiz. Ortiz cuts back. And the Drillers converge on it. And they help him out. I can't see who made the tackle there. And that is Jacob Vasquez on the play. So they're going to be able to punt the ball and get it down there and only get the Drillers maybe about 40 seconds or so to try to do something. You just never know with Gola. Sometimes he'll take a knee, and then sometimes he'll attack. A lot's going to depend on what the situation is. But the clock is definitely counting down.
And Stockdale
Call a timeout, and there's the 40-second mark. Punt team's coming out. After this short timeout. It's been a good first half so far. A lot of excitement, a lot of big plays. Start off with Jones taking a ground ball on the punt and going about 55, 60 yards on that return. And then answered by the big run by Elijah as he broke out and left the Drillers in his dust. And then the Drillers came back with a pass. Well, Jones on a run, and then they came back with a pass after that. And Ortiz scored again. And it's been the big play by Cade Ochoa at the end that has really got this 14-point lead. But you got to be careful here with your punt. Don't give these guys a chance to really return the ball. And great punt right there. Never got to give the return man a chance to touch it. 34 seconds left. We'll see the Drillers do. And even with Ochoa out there, if you do a run play, it may not be just an innocent run to end the half because he has big playability and he's getting the ball to guys with big playability like Jones. So with 34 seconds left, should be our last play of the half. Barring penalties. Oh, great defensive job right there. As Daniel Negron just threw him down on the ground. They might get one more play off. But this will be it. As they're waiting for Golo to tell them when they're going to go, they're all looking to the sideline. And that might just be it. They're just going to take it into halftime, and that's going to be it. We're going to hope Vance can get down here and he can catch Coach Golo going into the half. As it's 28-14. Drillers over the Mustangs in the first half. And I see Vance hustling down there to grab Coach Golo. And we're going to throw it down. Vance, down to you.
Coach, 28-14. First of all, as always, let's just start on the offensive side of the ball, Coach.
You know, we're getting points. We haven't turned the ball over, so those are great things, right? But I think they're doing a good job of mixing it up on us. We got to make sure that we have a great dive pitch reads and keys. But for the most part, we're doing a good job.
Brian Adams and I are up there talking about, man, it's almost Coach Gold going to throw in there to be successful. Some pretty nice performances from different guys.
Yes, you know, and that's the thing. It's we have such good kids and great character, you know, and a lot of times you have this many kids, you know, it turns into negative, I want the ball, but we don't have that, and we're blessed that way.
Defense side of the ball?
Boy, I tell you, the first touchdown was my fault. I had the wrong personnel in. I took the blame. The second one, we let the tight end loose. So I think we've done a good job, but we want to bend. We don't want to break, and we broke twice, so we want to keep that. We want to keep them in front of us.
Before I let you go, I'm going to be interviewing a young man by the name of Asani Rufus in a couple of minutes. Give me your one-word description of Asani Rufus, and I'll let you out of here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's one word, but I'll tell you this: Asani for mayor. That is my guy. He's the hero. I mean,
for president.
For president, yes. I'm telling you that Asani, people don't understand his character and his resilience and what he's all about. He's a special human being.
Coach, thank you for all that time during halftime. Appreciate it. Coach Gola, back up to you, Brian.
And Vance, like I said, great first half, 28-14 drills. You saw Coach Gola talking about some of the mistakes his team did not get that they didn't do. He said one of them was my fault. And you got to like that as a player when your head coach says, hey, guys, that's on me. You know, Vance, we're settling in here, and I know he's trying to find a Sonny Rufus like he has him. And we're going to throw it back down to Vance as he goes with the Sonny Rufus. As we're waiting for the color guard to set up and the Stockdale Mustang Band. This last time we're here, they give a great halftime performance.
Since this is our last scheduled halftime performance of the year, we would like to recognize our senior members of the band and color guard who have dedicated 4 years to this wonderful organization. As we read their names, please hold your applause until the last name is announced. Again, please hold your applause until all the names have been read. From the band, Bailey Arbolante, Jason Arias, Ramsey Perone, Natasha Kramer, Justin Chase, Elijah Elliott, Janice Evans, Sylvia Garwal, Jillian Hawkins, Mark Julian, Paige Lee, Sue Lee, Odalis Leon, Letty Lopez, Megan Marquardt, Jacob McJanet, Aaron Miller, Desiree Moran, Daniela Nicomedes, Emily Perez, Leslie Portillo, Jordan Priolo, Erica Ramirez, Natalie Roberts, Natalie Reese, Aaron Salinas, Abhishek Sunita, Michaela Willie, Anna Fox, Ariana Bruce, Christian Byers, Alyssa Pronovos, Renee Akupon, and Jonas Lovegreen. Our color guard seniors this evening: Sonia Benavidez, Christian Casas, Lexus Davison, Gabriel Duran, Taylor Hopper Mendez, Delaney Michael, Melanie Miller, Sarah Mishkin, Rajon Page, Cecily Rubenall, and Savannah Valenzuela. We ask you now to sit back, watch and listen as the Silver Mustang Band and Color Guard take us on a journey on the Polar Express.
Well, I brought him over here to do an interview with me, but he was snagged pretty quickly by our affiliates. I don't blame him. Asani Rufus, everybody, is with us tonight here in Bakersfield just for 2 nights. He's going to be back out of here on Sunday. So the driller, great. The state champion, great. Great quarterback. I was talking to Coach Gola at the break there at halftime, and normally my discussions with coaches are X's and O's, but I finished it off by saying, by the way, Coach, I'm interviewing Asani Rufus tonight. Give me your one-word description. And Coach said, oh, there's no way I can. He had 50,000 words for Asani. Welcome back, Asani. Give us your assessment of the first half of the Drillers.
Oh, thank you very much for that. I like to, man, I get so much love here, and it's great. So sorry if I'm saying that. But, a little ups and downs. They got a lot of playmakers over there on Stockdale sideline. So we have to do our best to contain their guys and just execute, which I can see us doing and taking control. When
I watched you run that state championship offense, you were the main guy. You were the focus of attention running that offense. Coach Gola now has 2 or 3 guys that he rotates in and out of there, young guys too. What do you think of that offense?
Man, they're great guys, man. I can't even describe them. They're great players, and I'm excited for the future of the program. I think they're phenomenal.
You're at Reno right now. Would you quit running away from me? Come here. You're at Reno right now. Number 2 in the nation, forced fumbles, top 20 overall solo tackles. You're on the defensive side of the ball full time. I see these guns getting bigger. Talk to us about life on the defensive side of the football.
Oh, it's a different mindset. You got to kind of change the way you approach a game, and I'm blessed to say that I'm doing better than I ever thought I would. So I'm going to keep trying to improve every week.
Former BHS all-time great Asani Rufus, what was the stadium that you walked into and said, oh, man?
It would have to be South Bend. Playing at Notre Dame, that's something I think every college football fan dreams of. So just for the fact that I was able to even play a snap there was amazing.
Final question, Asani. When you're out playing all over the country, you keep that thought you're driller blue all the time?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have a special T-shirt I wear under every game, under my pads every game. So everybody there knows where I come from. I make sure they know.
A great product of the Kern High School District, Asani Rufus. I'm going to throw it from one driller great back to another driller great, Hall of Famer Brian Adams. B?
Man, that was a great interview. This is a great young man. You know, I've had the pleasure to interview him before and spend some time with him. And parents have done a great job with him and his siblings. So, awesome kid, and keep putting in work for Bakersfield. And we're going to go right back here to the color guard and the band. Okay, we're going to throw it back down to Vance here in his final interview for the halftime.
Athletic Director Jim Keene from Stockdale High School. Action-packed halftime. Got the chance to talk to Asani Rufus, one of our great Kern High School district students. Jim, what a phenomenal program you've got going here at Stockdale High School. First of all, let's talk about the atmosphere here at a Stockdale High School football game. And right on cue, the fans, the appreciators of the fine arts, the Black Hole. You really set up a nice party here, Jim.
Yeah, we're really proud, Vance, of the way that this group has come together and really support our athletic programs here this year. Things have really turned around here in the last couple of years, and I think you're seeing it tonight by the crowd that's here.
Jim Keene, segueing out of fall sports into winter sports. Kind of tell us about your mindset as you go from, because fall sports starts in like August, so you're going from August now in a push into November. Tell us about your mindset as the AD.
Well, right now it's really about making schedules and getting people squared away so that they know where they're going to be and what tournaments we're going to be in. It's really hard for me at this moment to look too far ahead because we've got volleyball rolling in Tuesday. We've got Clovis North coming in. Maria Kolatz and the volleyball team are in the first round. For me, it's really difficult at this current time to think about anything other than what's going on right now in the fall.
You've got two fantastic products from the Kern High School District that have gone on and are going on to play golf kind of all over the world, basically. Kern High School District was good to you as a West High Viking. Your thoughts of being an administrator in a high school for the district?
Oh, it's been a great experience. Clearly, we are trying to raise our game here at Stockdale and as well as for the Kern High School District. Stan Green's crew. They've really pushed forward. I feel like we're making headway and competing with those Fresno schools. I think athletics is in a good place right now.
Jim, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. And a busy time of your night. I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
All right, man. Back up to you. Here we go.
And the band's just taking off the field and clearing out, and the football team's over there warming up, and Vance is going to try to get Coach Shelton to get his thoughts in the first half before we come back up and start the second half. Good first half, great halftime performance, and some really good interviews there.
Hey, Black Hole, can I get a round of applause for our amazing color guard? Good job, guys.
Stockdale who had won the first half, win the first half
(28-14) the score. The Drillers lead by 14, but you wouldn't know it right now below us. The Black Hole, otherwise known as the student cheering section for Stockdale High School, letting everybody know they're here. Hey, Brian, thanks for holding down the fort. Asani Rufus, man, oh man, I didn't hear what you were saying because I was walking back. Your thoughts on Asani?
Oh, this is a great kid, Vance. I mean, watching him grow as a player here in high school. Know his dad. Dad went to BHS when I was there, a little younger than me, grew up with him, and his dad understood what it meant to be a driller and the traditions that we were taught and passed on. He passed on to his son, and he's done it like no other.
Here we go. Stockdale able to have the football here. And this is the start they wanted. This is the start they wanted.
Bye-bye, Vance. Bye-bye, Vance.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. They kicked it to him.
I've been saying it all night, man. You cannot give a young man like that a chance to beat you. Make him drive on you. Don't give him an opportunity to run the ball. And again, great run by him, but also what a good job by the blocking on the return team. They open up a hole, he's able to hit it. He busts outside, hits the sideline, and kicker, you always tell yourself, I got that much room on the sideline. Who's not going to get me is the kicker. You know,
and you gave it one last jab.
Yeah. Oh, the
PAT is good.
The kicker's dead in the water. I mean, you almost got 16 yards to the sideline. He can come inside, you outside. It's just a little hesitation, and then you just hit the turbo button and go right by him. Now, Vance, as great as that was, Stockdale, you just seen the mistake the drillers made. Do not kick the ball to Mr. Jones.
The mind reader extraordinaire, Brian Adams, just read everybody's mind. Everybody watching this right now said, okay, now let's let's see if they keep it away from number 6 standing down there on the other end. And now the Stockdale Mustang cheering section, I mean, they've got the Kern High School District security guards down there involved in it. They're so pumped up. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, because look, Brian, if you're Stockdale, you come out and you're thinking, all right, we're down 14. We've got to get a nice, good drive going here and just get some momentum back. Oh, my goodness. It's back with one punch. Now here comes this kick.
Nope, we're not going to return it. That's perfect. That's a perfect kick right there, Vance. You can't ask for anything better than that. Jones has no chance to return it. Now you got to make him drive. You don't let him come back and rip you back and get it back 14-point lead. But here you are back in the game. Now, can the defense stop this offense? And right now, Caden Ochoa's in. If he's going to beat me, he's got to beat me with his arm, man.
15 seconds went off the clock, and already the 14-point lead has been cut in half. Ochoa pitches to Jones, and the dangerous, big, strong, tough Jones muscles his way for a 7-yard gain on a pitch.
See, Vance, I mean, that's one situation you think you have him, but for a big kid, he's real nimble. You know, it has great agility with Jones. At 6'1", 210, he can dip in, dip out, and accelerate on you. So, and he's only a junior, so, I mean, they're loaded talent-wise in youth.
2nd and 5 from the 25. Ochoa now in the shotgun. He pitches. It's a pitch. It's bad. Ooh, picked up by Turner. Just bounced off his shoulder pad, a little high.
High and hard. To be that, again, we talk about pitch relationship. When you're that close, and it's got to be a soft, because when you pitch it that hard, it hits that shoulder pad. They're lucky to take a fortuitous bounce and it bounce right back to him.
You're so right.
But I'm telling you this, no knock against Turner. I want you pitching the ball if I'm the defense. I don't want Ochoa keeping it.
Yeah, I was a little shocked to see it go, but it went. Now it's 3rd and 14. Ochoa behind center. Jones in the slot on the far side.
Somebody's got to get on top of him.
Gutierrez now taking a look at him. Ochoa gets behind center. He looks left the whole time. He lets one fly, throws it up high. Oh, goodness. He has his man. It's a touchdown. Taj Wright. In less than 2 minutes, we've had a lot of yardage chomped up here. Poor defense in the secondary. And Ochoa able to beat him with his what?
His arm. Well, that's what you want to beat him. But what I don't want to do is, I'm not going to play 76 yards off on Taj Wright. I'm going to play. Taj's going to beat me. He's got to catch a hitch. He's got to catch a hook. He's got to catch something underneath and go give me a shake. I'm not going to run and just run by me. So, I mean, those are things that the defensive back. And if he does run by me, guess what I'm doing, Vance? I'm tackling him.
Right. Here's the PAT. High snap. They get it down soon enough. Oh, that's excellent execution there by the PAT squad there. That was nice. Really super good hands to grab and put that thing down. And I'm going to give credit where credit's due. That's Bishop Maxwell on the hold. He grabbed that thing high, laid it down quickly, and Olivas able to put it through. Oh, wow.
And man, when a guy beats you with his second thing, he just beats you. You know,
right.
Caden Ochoa's big thing is his running ability. His arm, not a bad arm, but it's not on the same level with the way that Cam passes. But he can throw balls downfield to a man that's 3 yards behind, and he puts the ball up. I love the pass. And what I liked is he knew he had one-on-one coverage. He didn't even look over to the right. He went right to his main man and said, you can run.
Here it is, up to you.
And that's one of the things, when I looked at and saw that, remind me of Jason Oliver, Charles Woolfolk, Larry Parker, because they had speed. They just run that post and you throw it behind.
Here we go. Where will this kick go? This time they put the big boot on it and it goes into the end zone. So no run back. It'll be 1st and 10 Stockdale. If you're just getting with us, we want to thank everybody for being a part of KernHigh.org's live streaming sports. It's football tonight. We are at Stockdale High School, and it's been an absolute fantastic football game. Less than 2 minutes have gone off in the second half, and we already have 2 touchdowns. Kevin Willie to my right, Brian Adams to my left. I'm Vance Palm. I want to thank Kern High School District, PAV Solar Communications, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Premier Lighting, and Tony's Pizza for being the visionary sponsors to jump on early with us. Ortiz takes his first handoff of the second half. It's a 5-yard gain, but he already has a touchdown in the second half.
I mean, Vance, you're talking about a big play performer. He's been one. I mean, it doesn't matter what team he plays against. He gave Liberty the business. He's giving the Drillers the business. I mean, he's just going to – you come to play against Ortiz, you better come ready because he's going to give you the business.
2nd and 5. He picked up 5 in that first one. Nice pass. Great execution. Nice route. That's a nice big run right there. Really nice play. And it's Walter Bryant. I like the design of that play. Looked really good.
And good throw there by Jaylon Smith. Great throw. And then Cam's got to wrap up on that. He goes for a big hit and he rolls off. He's got to wrap up and drive through.
Under 10 to go here in this third quarter. 9:39 in counting. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Can they answer back again? Smith in the shotgun, the quarterback. Sends Gradowitz right there. Fakes it to Gradowitz. Gives it to Ortiz. The Drillers all over it. No gain. And for all intents and purposes, the Drillers have to commit quickly as well on defense. They could have given that to Gradowitz. They didn't. But they've got to be ready for.
They got to be ready for anything. And what I like is Ortiz doesn't worry about it. You stop me for a yard loss, maybe no gain at all. No big deal. Because he knows eventually he's going to bust on you.
Last week at East High, saw one of the fastest young athletes in the state running for the Blades, and another one right here again.
Yes.
That didn't seem like a real long call there.
That looked kind of quick right there. I mean, I wasn't watching the clock too. Wow.
Stockdale certainly seemed to be in a rhythm.
Yeah,
but
I didn't think they took that much time. But that's the call. Moves back 5, and here they go. 2nd and 16, man.
2nd and 16. Jaylon Smith, the quarterback, done a nice job tonight running the Stockdale offense. Now he sends Green in motion. He's got players all over him. Look out, Jaylon.
There he goes. Stephen Marks.
Big loss.
You know, Stephen Marks is 5'9", 180, and he just makes plays, Vance. I mean, he just gets in there, and he makes guys miss, and he attacks. What I love is, whoever has the ball, he attacks him.
Senior, number 27, jersey number. Now it's 3rd and 25. The ball all the way back at their own 32-yard line. Pump fake. Smith throws to the far side. Has a man. Oh, overthrows him. Had the catch been made, he would have probably on the 50-yard line, would have been still 7 yards short. So they had third and eternity. Now they're going to have to punt the football.
And Vance, that was a very, very tiny window to throw the ball
Dangerous.
into there. Great defense right there by the Drillers. Got a little help. And again, they did a good job before the half not punting to Jones. And this should be no different.
Looking for a decent punt here. Jones wants it no matter what, always, always. And this time he goes down about the 32-yard line. He will try to make something happen. If he has a foot on somebody, he's going.
And the difference on that one is he didn't have as much room when he caught it. The other one, the way it bounced, that little low ground ball is in the middle of the field. That time he's pinned on the sideline. And again, he has no fear back there. That's what you want as your punt returner. You want a guy with no fear who wants the ball. Because a lot of guys get back there, fans, but they really don't want to return those punts.
My partner Brian Adams, so honored to call games with B. We've done a lot of years together, and it's just a real true privilege for me to be calling games with Brian. Kevin Willie, my media partner, with me to my left, to my right. Ochoa, handoff up the middle. The churning and burning of Trayvon Jackson. That's the running back I mentioned in the first half, that those legs keep on going. Different styles of running backs. Talked to Sonny Rufus about it, as I did Coach Gola. Like the roulette wheel, you just keep picking different guys, and Sonny's just he's in awe of these guys.
But Coach Gola said it best, and I'll talk about it after this next play.
1st and 10, that one run right there got him a first. Ochoa behind center, everybody packed in there tight except for the near side. Ball's batted down. Incomplete pass, make your point.
He said that it works because the guys aren't selfish. And that's one of the things that we got to experience when we played under Coach Preston, is that Jason wants the ball, Brian wants the ball, James Allison wants the ball, Anthony Cunningham wants the ball, Brady Beck wants the ball. All these guys want the ball. Ben Lingo wants the ball.
Ready?
But there's only one ball, and when we were beating people so fast, you might get one touch that game. But you had to, you play with pride.
I love it. Love it. Jones out there for the pitch if Ochoa wants to. Ochoa decides to keep it and grabs 5 yards. And Jones does his job. He keeps that relationship spread, so defense has got to make a decision.
And I think he does the best of the backs when I watch of keeping that pitch relationship in a good distance for the quarterback to pitch it.
Under 7 to go in this third quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Drillers. Ochoa, quick hit out to the far side. McGill with the quick grab. First down, Drillers, ball at the 42-yard line of Stockdale.
But Vance, that's okay. Gradowitz right there. He's right there, makes the play. It was a short gain anyway, so you probably get the first down, but you didn't give up the big pellet. Now they got to start their offense. They got to go again, another series of downs. You come up and get too close to these guys, they pump fake it and go or just run right by you, then it's another 7 on the board. At least 6 if they got to make the PAT.
1st and 10, Gage Turner over in the slot over here. Now Ochoa does pick. Fumble! Jones able to pick it up on the one hop, so they are getting, as you say, those fortuitous bounces. But it's an illegal shift on the Drillers. The flag came out quickly. Another ball bounces out right back up into the hands of Jones. So that'll get marked back.
And if there's been anything that I think offensively that has not really been good for Drillers, it's been a couple of those pitches. And I think, going in the rest of this game, and especially next week, you got to cut down on those. You don't want to keep putting yourself in situations, Vance, where you're 1st and 16 or 18 because you threw these bad pitches.
1st and 15, as Brian just said, it's at the Stockdale 47-yard line. They go right in the middle, and again, Trayvon Jackson, the 5'7", 190-pound junior, runs like he's 6'1", 220. Big, strong, tough kid.
Well, you got to give Coach Gola, their zero period weight program is working. Because, I mean, these kids they run with the ball. They run very strong with the ball.
2nd and 6. This time,
he's still up.
Jackson runs into trouble, and the Mustangs able to close the deal. A loss of 3 or 4 yards. Great job by that Mustang defense. Head coach of Stockdale, Brett Shelton, came in tonight overall 5-3 in league, 1-2. Some tough losses. Did a great job with this program. We heard Jimmy Keene reference it tonight. I say Jimmy, I call him Jimmy. I've known him forever. Good buddy of mine. So I threw the Jimmy on there. How about Paul Gola, 6-2 overall, 3-0 in league.
Todd Wright has to catch a ball in front of you. He cannot catch a ball getting behind you.
He's down here in the bottom of your screen. You can barely see him. That's him.
If he stays in that distance, could be trouble.
And we are experiencing another delay of game. If you're a Driller fan, they're going to march that back. So we hear that World Series score that everybody's aware of already in this super fast world of information. Indians up 2-1, but more than anything, the first home series game in 4,000 years, and the Cleveland pulls off a win. Amazing.
Oh, he can't get inside.
Ochoa wants to go all the way down the field and just too much.
That's good coverage.
Nice job out there.
He's in good place. That's Craig Greta was talked last time we were here. Played with his dad. He was in good coverage right there. Now that situation, when you get that height difference, put the ball, throw it a little shorter, put it up, let your guy jump ball.
Right.
McGrath did a great job of running stride for stride, and the only pass that's going to work on that would have been one outside where you fade the receiver to the sideline. Oh, wow.
High snap. Had to go back to get it. Oh, but he booms the punt. Goodness. Ball at the 9-yard line, so he recovers. Olivas does, jumps up, grabs the snap, and then just smacks one about 45 yards in the air. So the Mustangs will take over deep in their own territory. I want to, of course, extend our thanks to the superintendent of the Kern High School District, Brian Schaefer, the assistant superintendent of instruction, Brenda Lewis, Dean McGee, the assistant superintendent of educational services and innovative programs, and our main man, Stan Green, director of school support services. He was up here tonight with Kevin setting up. They were doing all their high-tech talk. Stan lined up Sonny Rufus, Jim Keene. Thank you, Stan. Well, the hard count, and unfortunately, it's the second time it's the same Mustang.
Well, remember last time he got away with it because they called the defense. They won't call it this time on the defense.
So now it's going to be 1st and 15 in the inopportune spot of the 5-yard line.
This field position kind of ruins your playbook. Oh,
look out! Oh.
Yeah, I don't think, Vance, this is one of the few games we've ever done where there hasn't been a turnover.
Brian.
That ain't on us. They didn't want to play in the game.
Brian.
That's on them.
Whatever family member is watching this game, that's on Brian, everybody. When it happens,
I'm not the one playing.
When it happens, send your tweet at BHS. All right, here we go. 2nd and forever. Deep. They better get out of the end zone. Look out. Ortiz does. Oh, takes a punishing blow at about the 3-yard line, and it was all Elijah Ortiz just to get out of the end zone, and then he took a heavy hit at about the 4-yard line. So this is not a good series at all for the Mustangs. Did their job on defense, but when they're starting this deep and that Driller D is just licking their chops, I don't want to take some big risk and have that ball up in the air at the wrong place either. So,
well, I'm going to tell you, Jaylon Smith's got to be one of the best in-shape quarterbacks, man. He comes all the way to the sideline and runs almost 25 yards.
He's in better shape than his dad.
At this point in time.
Right. He takes the snap now, Smith does. He takes a look. He's standing back there a long time, and he tried to connect out there with Harrison Taylor, but all the poise of Jaylon to stand back there all that time and really confident and cool and calm, but did not complete it. So now Mustangs are going to have to punt with the punter's heels on the back line.
Move Jones up. Yeah, there you go. They just told him move up. They've been kicking short till you move up.
So now one of the most, how can you say that? One of the most dangerous cats in the building is standing at the 40-yard line. Look out. He's going to get it at the 36-yard line. Oh, he slipped for a second.
Oh.
A block in the back. So it's going to be a block in the back on the Drillers.
Yeah, that's going to go back from where those flags are. I mean, everybody saw that.
Okay, so.
And then there's a return guy, like, on that one, you want to tell your guy next time, hey, let him, one-on-one, I got him. Yeah, let him come through. Go get the next guy. Because that's a lot of times how you can get that big return. If he lets that guy go by, I'll make him miss. And then you peel off, you can pick up a block for him. He's going to spring me to go 6.
If it's the young man I think it is, he's a sophomore, so he's going to have some education in this game, and they'll let that on him.
This kid's been playing football for 8 years. It's like when these guys they get pros right to rookies. He's been playing football for 14 years. He should know some things. The learning of the playbooks and the speed of the game is one thing, but some of these things they say the guy should know, you should know some of these things.
You're absolutely right.
Holding the call against Stockdale. That'll be the fine. Legal block. The call against Bakersfield.
Oh, so are they offsetting?
That's something together.
10 yards for the spotting foul.
Because the block in the back was prior. Okay.
It must have been holding on the Drillers, and I'm not thinking how you were holding on the punting team. Had to been holding on the Drillers and then block in the back, and they took the block in the back.
All right.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm going with you. Get this thing started. So essentially, the ball comes right back to where he caught it in the first place and slipped. So
there you go.
1st and 10, Drillers have it. 3:21 left in this third quarter. They're up 14, 35-21. I'm Vance Palm, Kevin Willie to my right, Brian Adams to my left. Kernhide.org is what you're watching. Now it's Cameron back there. He wants to throw. He throws deep, has his man. Oh, goodness, out of the fingertips of McGill. And that was 6, but it hits the grass. What a toss.
Oh, yeah, young Justin, wish he could have that one back.
He threw that ball at about the 45-yard line.
Easy, too.
And he flicked it 40 yards.
He threw that one easy. I mean, it's almost like effortless when he throws the ball. Like it's a tight spiral.
Young McGill had that in his hands.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 now.
I know his dad going to be on him with that.
Flag on this play. Here's a pitch, and it's out here to Gage Turner.
You can send that back, too.
And that's going to be that's their 4th illegal shift tonight for the Drillers. Frustrating. I look over at the coaching staff when things like this happen, just naturally, and longest walk of any player's life when he knows he's made a mistake. Got to go back over the sidelines and have the coach talk to him for a minute. 3 guys come on, 3 guys go off.
We don't know if it's the quarterback going too fast. We don't know what the situation is, but somebody tonight or collectively as a group, offensively, they've not been in sync on those plays like that, timing the snap up.
2nd and 20. The pitch out to Jones. Mustangs are there. Let's see if they can wrap him up. It's a lot easier said than done with him. He gets no yards really, but just that that constant threat of him always being able to get another 10 yards, 15 yards. So now that brings up a 3rd and 15. We have a Mustang down. So timeout on the field. 2:46 remains here in the third quarter. Packed stands on both sides of the football field. We're at Stockdale High School. They welcomed us in again. Fantastic job by the principal, Ramon Hendricks, assistant principal, Tayshawn Winston, and Michael Akey, athletic director, who we spoke with, Jim Keene, and the activities director, Leah McLean. How about Bakersfield High School? Principal David Reese, assistant principal Sidney Peterson and Cheyenne Bell, Athletic Director, Jeff Scott. Activity Director, Anna Loven. And the Mustang that was down is up, and that's Walter Bryant, a key, integral part of this Mustang football team.
I hope he can shake it off. He's played well in the games we've seen here, too.
All right, 2:46 left. Kevin, how you doing, bud? Good. Band sounded nice. You like everything? Good.
Good job. 14 for Bakersfield, 45.
Okay, here we go. 3rd and 14. And flags on this before the play starts.
Pointing to the receiver, did he leave early or was he already lined up?
Prior to the snap, false start.
Well, the side ref here right below, and the ball now is literally right below me. I'm standing on the 50-yard line extended. The ball was at the 45. I think they did spot that on the receiver. Williams wants to fling it again. He throws it down, and it is, who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? They're going to say that McGill came down with the catch. They both went up in the air to grab it. Coach Shelton wants to know. Now is a flag, and that flag's going to be on Coach Shelton. He's about 12 yards in, and he just realized it right now, and he said, doggone it.
You know, I know he's there, but keep the flag in your pants on that one.
Well, they're coming back, Brian. Oh, boy, they're coming way back. I didn't see this flag back here at all behind the line of scrimmage. Everybody's walking backwards.
What's the call? Because you got to have
First of all, it was a long pass. Both McGill and the defender went up to get it.
And when we both go grab it, and we come tied up like that, if you don't rip it out, they're going to give it to the receiver.
Right.
But why are they not? Why isn't anybody staying where the mark was? Because what if this is a roughing the quarterback? Then what?
Soldier boy, I got the new dance for y'all called the Soldier boy. Just got a punch good, crank back 3 times from left to right.
So I don't know, man. This is
2:20 remains in the 3rd quarter. A raucous, fun crowd here at Stockdale High School. Let's bring my partner in here, Kevin Woolley. How's it going, Kevin?
It's going pretty good. I'm gonna have to clean my camera off when I get home.
They've got they throw baby powder.
Is that baby powder? Is that what that
white
was?
Cloud of baby
yeah,
powder
okay.
right there at the halftime.
Kevin, your thoughts here? 2:20 left in this 3rd quarter.
Well, I got to first say, since we're at Stockdale and it's senior night, I got to give a shout out to my daughter Michaela, who is in the band. This is her senior year, and they've been having a really good year. They got a sweepstakes last week, and
oh wow!
So they're looking really good this year. But BHS, you know, I hate to say it because I'm a Viking, but they've had a little bit of trouble.
They keep stepping their own toe.
Back when I was in West, we used to step on our toes all the time. We had all sorts of penalties. It's nice to see BHS doing it now.
That's the voice of my longtime technical partner, Kevin Woolley. Kevin and Brian and I, we've been together a long time. And Kevin talking about his beautiful daughter, a senior here on senior night at Stockdale. And I'm going to get more out of you a little bit later. 2:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. You're watching KernHigh.org. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Brian Adams to my left. You just heard from Kevin Woolley. We'll hear from Kevin a little bit longer.
So they just gave him a warning, Vance. They threw the flag, but just gave him a warning on the sideline to Shelton.
Oh, okay. BHS leads by 14. 2:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cam Williams rolls here to the near side. Stops, plants, throws, and it is dropped. Intended out there for Bishop Maxwell. Incomplete. I got to have that. Got to have those.
Well, I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen a 4th and almost 40, Vance.
You know, both teams have had a rough second half. They both came out with a lot of energy, and we had those those 2 quick scores, but
Well, the Drillers will have to punt. Olivas booms another one. Will it be fair caught? And it is at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. More about this Stockdale marching band. What have they been doing? What have they been winning, Kevin?
well, they had a good show. Their first competition was down at Aliso Viejo in San Diego area, and they had a really good competition there. They got last week at I don't know, I forget where they were, but they got the sweepstakes, which is the high performance.
Well, here we go. Stockdale, make something happen here.
Wide open.
Smith, oh, and he has a wide open Zachary Green, who dropped the football, and not only would it have been a first, it would have been a lot more into Driller territory. Drop the football, Brian.
Advance again, that play action. You're so keyed on Ortiz, you get that play action, and then, you know, Zachary Green right there, he drops the ball. And, I mean, we've seen now both teams have players wide open, which could have been big, huge plays in the third quarter, drop the ball.
2nd and 10. Ortiz trying to find something up front, doesn't get it. And the drop pass, the stumped run, and now it's going to be 3rd and 8 quickly.
And that's that drop pass. See, now it makes your 2nd down play. Everybody knows who's getting the ball, right? We all know 5's going to get up the middle. Now, 3rd, you have a screen play to get it to him. Play action again. Will play action work? Are you going to be as worried about the play action now if you're the Drillers?
Smith runs to his right, throws, has his man. Oh, just outside the fingertips of Stephen Rennick, and the Mustangs are going to have to punt quickly.
He just got a way to give him a half a second longer to get out of the route and then take a little bit off. A little bit softer pass, and that's right there. But like I said, you know, as a baseball player, you can see he's got an arm. There's a reason why he plays on those national teams.
Jaylon Smith, a junior, 6-footer, 187 pounds, wide receiver, DB, quarterback, pitcher extraordinaire, and the son of Will Smith. Here's the punt. Jones. Oh, man.
And they're going to get a penalty tacked on.
So if that ball is just still barely moving, it's fair game for Jones. He will pick it up and go with it. This time it pays off. I think it's going to be a horse collar.
I think you're right, Vance, and that's going to add some field position for the Drillers. Face mask.
A face mask. So that ball was just wobbling down to its finality. And I think the Mustang players kind of just look at it and go, okay, he's going to down it. He picks it up and goes with it.
Well, they know he's going to do it. But my thing is, they're kicking short to you all night long, right? We're up 35-21, right? You're up 35-21. I want to move up a little bit and take that out to play because I might be able to catch one on the run.
This might be the last play of the third quarter. A pitch to Jones. Jones trying to get outside. Jones hit hard after a gain of about 5 yards. So the Mustangs still bringing it. Big hit out there by Daniel Negron. Negron, 6'3", 250, number 55, and he runs hard. That is one big kid running really fast. And he brings down Shane Jones in one hit, which is not easy to do.
Well, what helped him was Gravitz came up from the corner position and forced it to cut inside to give Negron that opportunity to make that hit. I'll be trying to get the ball Taj right one time, see if I can get him one-on-one out here. So safety can't come help you.
Williams, pass left, complete to number 22, Taj Wright.
Here's a pass out here to the near side, and Taj catches it, goes down. So Cameron Williams able to find him very quickly. I think they're going to start this clock, and that'll do it for the third quarter. That is it. So at the end of 3, 35-21, the Drillers lead. They're on the move. We'll step away from the microphones for a minute and give everybody a break.
This is where we're going to train the kids to actually get jobs in the industry. We're going to give them the basic tools that they need, also the skills that they need to understand where they fit into the industry.
All the animated things, because we have everything that we need in the scenes.
They are learning the principles of animation, Photoshop. They're learning how to animate in 2D and 3D. And when you swap to that shape, then you're just going to drag these over here.
The storyboard aspect of creating basically the skeleton of the story, and then just sort of directing people in my vision of what I want in the story. And it's also giving me the advantage of Mr. Pollard, since he's worked at so many companies, being able to put it in my resume and be like, this is the art direction I've received.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Stockdale High School. I'm Vance Palm. I've got Brian Adams to my left, Kevin Woolley to my right. 35-21, 14-point lead for the Drillers. But as we've seen tonight, anything can happen in this football game. We've seen 99.9-yard kickoff returns, 81-yard punt returns. Cameron Williams wants to throw again, and the defender slipped. The defender slipped, and that's about the easiest touchdown anybody's ever going to have. Justin McGill trots in, and if it's one-on-one coverage and the defender slips, it's over.
Well, I'll tell you, I like the adjustment, too, that Justin's making on his route. Instead of going outside, he's going inside the receiver. And like I said, with Williams' accuracy, that wide open, and he had a pick, too, because there was another receiver open. I want to say, Gage Turner was wide open down the middle too, man. So that was a pick 'em for him right there.
Carson Olivas.
That's
automatic. So as we start this fourth quarter, the Drillers have 42 and the Mustangs now have 21. So the Drillers, as each moment progresses in this football game, that we continue to turn the pages on their season of talent and depth and options. And now we're starting to see it, 42-21.
Yep. That's my kid's favorite song right now. Juju on that beat.
I absolutely love seeing our youth having a good time. It means the world to me to see our youth enjoying life.
Well, this is one of my favorite places to come see the game, just because to see how they enjoy being here and the black hole.
Well, long kick. And Ortiz one-hands it from about 70 yards. Makes it look easy, but he cannot step out of the end zone. So, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. And, Brian, now the scoreboard's not correct. It should be 42-21. Not sure why it hasn't changed, but it's 42-21. So a big gap here, 21-point difference in Mustangs with only one quarter left to really make up a ton of points here.
And this is like the same field we had a couple weeks ago. They were in the game, close to and then in the third, fourth quarter, the game gets out of hand.
Again, he's one of these running backs that's extremely difficult to bring down, whether it's in the open field or between the hash marks. Just keeps running, so he didn't go down. The whistles have to blow just to stop progress so we can put that play to an end. We let the cat out of the bag early. Next week we will be at West High School for the BHS home game where they'll be hosting the Liberty Patriots. Smith has to get rid of it quickly, and he does, to Craig Gradowitz. Gradowitz pulls it in, 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, man.
Senior night tonight, Brian, out here for the football players, the cheerleaders.
The band.
The band. Jaylon Smith wants to go deep with it, finally settles on it. And will this be complete? No, they ran out of space.
And that one, the other one was too early, and this time it was too late. Right there, pick your first down. He's open. Give him that ball. And that's Rennick again. Give him the ball, inbounds, pick up your first down, move the chains. Because the last thing you want to do right now is go 3 and out and get the ball back to the Driller offense right now.
Fourth and 4. They've got to punt the football. Luttrell with a punt. This, fair caught by Jones. This time he had 2 Mustangs right in his face mask, so he fair caught it. And he's having a nice quick chat with Robert Nick Maiden. A couple of guys saying, hey, you're one tough dude. Yeah, so are you.
Yeah, those are two good high school ball players right there.
Ochoa, the quarterback, and they hand the ball off to Trayvon Jackson. He is hit hard, picked up and drilled into the turf by Walter Bryant. Big hit. Yikes.
And back to your other quarterback. And
yeah.
You know, if you go, hey, both your quarterbacks played very well tonight. It's tough, too, because you got to prepare for 2 different guys with 2 different strengths. And then what their weakness is isn't a horrible weakness. It's just what you rather them beat you by.
Ochoa now working the clock. Pitches out here to Jones. Jones takes his time, patient, decides to jump in, then jump out, gets into Mustang territory, about the 49-yard line.
Well, Jones going to get a whole bunch more decals pants on that helmet after tonight.
Yeah, he is. Well, speaking of that, we're below the 10-minute mark. It's a 21-point football game, so we need to start at least the mental process. The mental process of our Tony's Pizza player of the game. 3 receivers out to the left. Well, finally one comes in. They go hard count. Nobody jumps. Now Caden Ochoa working that count. He steps behind the center now. Again.
Same penalty earlier.
It's out to Jones. 2 flags. Well, these refs are going to take somebody's eyeball out. Man, he threw a 30-yard flag.
I'll tell you, they're going to be icing some elbows on the way home, fans, for the mean flags they're throwing out tonight.
Well, we have a Mustang down and a Driller down. That's Jones down, and he's holding his left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, something up there. So he's going to walk over there slowly. Flag early in the play in the backfield, and then late in the play on the sidelines from the side ref.
I don't know if it's a shoulder, Vance, or his arm, but I mean, it's hanging kind of
stinger.
It's hanging kind of funny there, and you got to hope you the Drillers that it's nothing major, you know, for him, because you're going to need him next week.
They decline. Both calls are on the Drillers. They decline the illegal shift. They accept the hold. And now, some Casey and the Sunshine Band. .8:40 to go here in the 4th quarter. BHS leads by 21, 42-21. They've got the football. Caden Ochoa is the quarterback. He trots back on from the sidelines.
And he's just cool back there, fans. You know what I mean?
He just walks up, about a 3-word call. They clap and come out. Trayvon Jackson, the lone back behind there. Ochoa wants to throw, goes to his left, now back to his right. What's he going to do? He just throws one up. This is a long bomb, and it's caught by McGill again. Look at this. He was in trouble to the far side, came back to the near side, and just threw it up. McGill kept running. He kept going. Touchdown, BHS.
And Growers got caught looking at what's going on and not understanding where his receiver was. He was in good position. He started looking. And then McGill got behind. And Ochoa, and he gave that about all he had in that one. I mean, he put everything into it. But what I like is got his composure though, Vance Sauce, man. He loaded up. Great throw there. And, I mean, he's had a good game too.
The confidence of knowing where you're throwing it to or who you're throwing it to is a big part of this play. Olivas' kick is up and through. 49-21, and the Drillers busting it open here. Again, we want to thank the Kern High School District Superintendent Brian Schaefer, Assistant Superintendent of Instruction Brenda Lewis, Director of School Support Services Stan Green, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services and Innovative Programs Dean McGee. Of course, our sponsors. Again, our district, PAV Solar and Communications, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Premier Lighting, and Tony's Pizza. The co-visionaries that said, I'm in. At the very beginning, I want a part of this burgeoning new effort. We had some volleyball on Tuesday night. Macy Haddad was the Tony's Pizza player of the game. Kevin, myself, Derek Trent called a really fun volleyball game between the Mustangs and Drillers. And we have basketball on the horizon. Get ready. Long kick into the end zone.
Now at 49-21, you want to do the cute kick and not get all the way, so be it. But when you came out at halftime, that halftime kick should have been in there too. Should have been deep in the end zone.
So Drillers up big. And as each minute clicks off, we are going to have to come up with a Tony's Pizza player of the game.
I got who I'm voting for already. Anything else happening tonight ain't going to make a difference for me.
Screenplay out to Ortiz. Can he get outside? And he finally gets out of bounds. And there's a flag, and that's going to be.
Yeah, you knew that was going to
they may call. We'll see what this play. It's going to be interesting. This may be offensive face mask. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. What is it? The White Hat's already ready to make the call. Oh, boy. Okay. So they call a face mask. It's against the Drillers. Interestingly enough, I thought Ortiz went up there and grabbed the defenders.
Yeah. I was in agreement with you on that one.
Didn't happen? And
Ortiz is cramped up a little bit right now.
Elisha Ortiz, he's walking off pretty gingerly.
I think he's just cramping.
And it's senior night, and it's his last home game. You know he wants to stay out there every play. Drinking some water.
I mean, once again, my second game seeing him here. You guys been here 3 times. I mean, he's what they call as advertised.
Yes. 4 up front for the Drillers. Oh, look out, look out, look out. Green with a run down here to the near side. They chase him out of bounds, stop the clock. 7:52 remaining here in this fourth quarter. We won't divulge your thought process just yet. We've got almost 8 minutes to go. Kevin. Oh, I got to tell you. Hold on. No, hold on. Maybe there'll be a.
Is that wrong of me to already say I don't need to say
anything
else?
No. What I'm saying is I want to build up a little suspense in this thing, but I also have to tell you another funny story, Brian. Here's a handoff. Nick Maiden, the big fella, lowers the boom at the 40-yard line. Nice. They'll be using him now with Ortiz on the sidelines. And he goes down. So Robert Nick Maiden lowered the boom at the end of the run, and he is struggling to get up, and that's one tough young man. So he's going to stay down for a second. I'll try to lighten the mood for a moment.
Okay,
I'll attempt to lighten the mood.
Here we go.
So we're calling this BHS, Stockdale volleyball game. I bring in a ringer, call the game with me. Young guy coach. He's the Actus junior high coach and helps out in the high school world and the club world. Really knows his stuff. Played at Long Beach. Great player. So Kevin gets all set up. We're ready to go. So the game's going on. We're moving. A really, really nice volleyball game. Stockdale's loaded. They've got a lot of great talent. The drillers are young and they're working their way up. So we start to we're getting close to the player of the game and everything. And I was kind of joking with my partner Derek Trent. I said, now look, Kevin, he's going to struggle. He's going to struggle with this 33%. He just won't come out. And about 3 minutes left. Well, we're getting close to the end here. I got to Brian. Kevin was so prepared. He had names. He had numbers. He had girls. He was ready to go, man. And I have to tell you something else. He really wanted to give it to one of my two daughters. But at the end, his 33%, my 33%, and Derek's 34% went to Macy Haddad, a junior from Stockdale. She's an all-world player, leading the whole area here in kills. So Kevin he did not want to hear it anymore from me, man. So tonight, it's going to be tough because we have some serious contenders here. We have, first of all, Shane Jones, who has just electrified this crowd from the very beginning. He scooped up a one-hop punt, went all the way back with it. He's just been tearing up the Stockdale defense. He's one option for us. We have Justin McGill, who should have 4 touchdowns, and dropped one over there on the far corner down there. No, hey, hold on. Justin McGill.
I can't see if I do that.
No, I'm not giving the options.
I'm
running down the options.
Okay, that's just the options.
More importantly, we've got Nick Maiden up here, and he's getting a big round of applause. And this rough and tumble junior here, man, I'm glad to see him walking off. He was down for a bit here. So we'll go back here to some live action and continue to kind of discuss the possibilities of our Tony's Pizza player of the game. It's become one of the hotly contested moments of the evening here on KernHigh.org. 49-21 the score. 7.5 to go here at Stockdale High School. They send in the play, Jaylon Smith. As Brian mentioned, quarterback is probably in the best shape. He runs the plays off and on this field.
He's like a soccer player, man.
You're going to track his miles, right? All right. Jalen wants to throw.
Action. Got it.
He's got his man open, and it's caught. Nice big first down. Good play. And a flag as well on this play. They got the wheel. They worked it. They made it happen. Zachary Green waited for the ball to get there, caught it. Gets down to the 42-yard line, about the 40-yard line. Let's see what this flag is. Personal foul, another face mask call on the drillers.
Well.
And if there's one thing Coach Gola will certainly take away from this tonight with his players is as we continue to climb the ladder, guys, these things can't continue to happen. A lot of driller penalties. Stockdale keeping this drive going.
I mean, you can get away with it when you got a pretty big lead, but when you get these closer games, when yards and distance matter and downs matter.
Stephen Rennick out there by himself. Smith finds him quickly. Rennick had nobody on him, and that's exactly where they went. Took a big hit at the end of the play, but there was nobody on him when he went out there the far side of the football field, and quickly Smith found him.
And that was similar to that play earlier where he waited too long on that third down. This time he got rid of the ball quick. And I like the way Smith is handling himself tonight. But I'll tell you this. Isaiah Jernigan laid the boom on that one.
Give him a big hit.
He came up from that secondary and put a hit on
That's
him.
another sophomore, Jernigan.
He had the pick 6 last time we were doing a driller game. Oh.
Smith went for a hard count. Now they better make this snap quickly. Oh, he got it off. Smith fires, throws, and that was way too hard, way too quick.
Hey, it's better to do that because if that had been thrown soft.
Yeah.
Somebody would have been closing in on a 100-yard pick six.
And that is a 100-mile-an-hour touchdown pass. I mean, a pass.
That's the fastball.
Woo!
And that's the 89-mile-per-hour fastball, man.
2nd and goal from the 9.
So the change-up. So you got to.
Well, now you got to dig into the playbook here. You've got Ortiz behind you. Maybe they'll get it out to him here, and they do. Ortiz going to try to make something happen. I don't know if he's the 100% right now, Brian.
He didn't look like it, Vance. He looked like he had that real burst like we've seen so far tonight.
He gets up. He doesn't. Yeah, see, he's favoring his
Yeah, I said he was cramping earlier.
Left ankle maybe. And a flag is thrown right on top of the football. What in the world? The referee standing right over the football and threw a flag. Both teams are basically in their respective huddles. And that flag just flew straight up in the air. He went over to explain himself. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Stockdale. Obviously, it was an audible offense.
It had to be.
And Coach Shelton wants an explanation. And it looks as though Elisha Ortiz over there expressing his dismay and disbelief in the call.
Did you kick him out? Did you kick him out too?
Coach Sasso over there saying, young man, let's just calm it down. Ortiz takes his helmet off.
Did he eject him?
I didn't see a thumb or the old toss out.
I didn't either, but
maybe Coach Shelton just said, young man, come on over here.
I don't know what happened on that.
Smith going to have to get rid of it. Throws it. Oh, what a beautiful play. Beautiful pass. Touchdown.
Harrison Taylor right there, Vance, right in the middle of the field. And he had the big catch earlier in that first half we saw.
Sure did.
I said, Jaylon's had a good game.
Sure has.
You know, your quarterback doesn't turn the ball over. That's number one, right? You know what I mean? Made some good passes. Had a real good, solid game. Solid game.
Here's the PAT. Tovar's up and good. Now the officials jump in quick to make sure nothing's being said back and forth. Mustang faithful still in here, still loving it.
That's one thing about them, Vance. They don't stop till the clock says 0.
No, they're having a blast below us, an absolute blast. Just covered in pink. Everything's in pink. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they are just having a blast down there. But the Drillers are up. 49-28. Mustangs just fighting, staying in this thing. Nice touchdown pass. You know, I don't, when I see Jaylon's dad in the grocery store, we won't talk about things like this, but you never know. A talent such as his, will this be his last year in football? You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
He's a junior, but with that arm, you never know. Here's the kickoff from Luke Tovar, the senior kicker in his final night here on the grass. Oh, look at this. So Gavin Dingle, the junior, on the turn.
I don't think I don't see Jones getting in the backfield to get it. And Ochoa's back out.
Getting a score. Tehachapi up on Ridgeview, 28-6.
Wow. You know, people were feeling that Ridgeview was kind of back after last week's performance. They've just been up and down this year. You know, just can't quite get it going consistently week in, week out.
Fumble, boom, ball on the ground. Ooh, quick pounce by the Drillers. Ochoa falls on it, but a loss of 2 or 3. Clock will continue to tick.
And that's been about 4 or 5 balls the Drillers have put on the ground.
I won't say it's been a sloppy night for the Drillers. Not sloppy, because they've had some incredible displays of skill and talent, but some cleanup needed for sure, some areas. I think Coach will agree with us. Taj right here in the slot. McGill back out here again. Ochoa. Flag on the play.
Flags all over the place, man.
I'm hearing Liberty.
Holding.
Hold on the Drillers. I'm hearing that the Liberty Patriots are up big. So the stage being set.
Put a little Mustang in it. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Hold up, wait a minute. Put a little Mustang in it. Ooh, ah.
Well, the stage will be set for a championship game.
Wait a minute, put a little Mustang in it. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Let's go.
Advance with 5 minutes.
Wait a minute, put a little Mustang in it. Ooh, ah.
Be very hard to make 21 points up in 5 minutes against the Drillers.
Liberty up 51-14 over Centennial. Ochoa wants to throw. Oh, they pump fake to McGill. Now they've got him again. Now McGill catches it again. He's at the 50. McGill cuts back. Across. Fumble. The ball ends up.
There's your turnover.
So the Drillers went to the air again, and it looked like McGill was off to the races again, and the ball gets popped out and recovered by the Mustangs. So basically a long punt on second down.
Yep, and Justin has had one of those nights, man, where he has some great plays and then some plays he'd like to have back. That ball security when you're in traffic. But
we see Nick Maiden, his pads are off.
Yeah.
Ortiz over on the trainer's table, his helmet off.
He'd be done for me. I mean, 21-4, 33. He's giving you all he's had, man.
Yep.
And all he's had was a great game for you, so you can't be.
So Smith makes a completion out there on the far side. Personal foul on the Drillers. They're going to say roughing the quarterback, and another penalty by the Drillers. Coach Gola is in that.
He's not going to be happy about all these penalties.
And he's trying to balance his emotions, I'm sure, on a 49-point performance and on the road, a festive night, senior night. So he's got to be pleased with some. A lot of aspects, but boy, oh boy, he's like thinking, really, guys, can we get out of here?
Their offense has been on a roll lately. I mean, they put up big points on Centennial, big points 2 weeks before that against Garces, and here they are again in the 40s.
Smith underneath the coverage makes a pass out there to Walter Bryant. And one of the big boys for the Drillers, Jordan Phillips, sophomore. By the way, Jordan Phillips, 6'3", 285, and he's a sophomore.
And that's why it's tough to run the ball up the middle against him. I mean, he's quick. I watched him. He gets off the line quick.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They put Antoine Thompson in there, who's a sophomore, and he's bigger. Smith's got some run. He slides at about the 48-yard line, 49-yard line. Let's see where they put it. So that'll bring up about a 3rd and 2.
You know what I like, too, about watching Jaylon? He doesn't panic, like pressure. He sits in there, and he takes hits. He gets rid of the ball. And what I'm liking is you're watching him evolve as he's throwing. He's taking some of the heat off the ball. He's getting some touch passes in.
I played with his dad at Bakersfield College. Phenomenal guard. Then he went to Westmont, broke a ton of records.
Yes. And coached a long time out here.
Of course. Hey, look at this. Noah Burkhart, another senior. Nice job, Noah. Picked up the first down.
We haven't called Noah's name since he made that tackle early in the first quarter.
So we see Harrison Taylor come off. 2:45 remains here in this fourth quarter. Jaylon at the 50-yard line. Throws across the body. And it's a completion. Nice catch out there by Jacob Ruley. Ruley played quarterback this year as well. Makes a nice catch, gets out of bounds. 2:31 left. We'll do the equivalent of a pretty quick wrap-up here, Kevin. All right. You can say who it is. You're 33%.
My 33 is going to go. I'm going with Jones. I thought he got it going for the Drillers. That first quarter, they were up 21-14. Uh-oh.
Trying to go for a double pass here and really gets gobbled up. So.
And they hadn't looked back since, once his 3 touchdowns on the board, they haven't looked back. I think he set the tone and things he did. To me, he's the player I'm going with.
We have a Driller down here, and it's kind of tough to see here late in the game.
Another cramp.
Another cramp there. So Tony's Pizza, 33%. Well, first of all, you're 34%.
Oh, okay.
See, so that's why we wanted you to hold on, B, because you're 34.
You told me to go 33%.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Since
you go 34
no. Since you've broken the rules.
You told me to go.
Well, because you give him that look.
See how you did me?
No, but he gives me that look. He's staring at me, and he's got his glasses down, and he's looking at me. I know what Brian wants. Okay, so you gave me your 33%, which is Shane Jones. Kevin, tonight's the night. Senior night, your daughter was out here performing for the Stockdale Marching Band. You are as much a part of this production or more than anything. So you're going to get 34%. I'll jump in with my 33%. As much as I want to say Justin McGill.
You're going to go before me? You're going to let me?
Yeah, no, of course. You're 34%. As much as I think Justin McGill had a fantastic night tonight.
The Driller receiving core, we would tell him he dropped the ball. No, he can't
You're
be
out.
in it.
Okay, so
he fumbled. No, he can't be in it.
You get that down through the family tree. That's the reason.
I will.
I know.
Will. Thomas, you know we got high standards on that receiving core out there.
Oh, Justin McGill, you dropped one pass. You're out. Smith stands in the pocket now. He'll run to the near side, makes a nice move, goes down safely. I also think, you look at Cameron Williams.
Yes.
I mean, Cameron Williams every night could be the Tony's Pizza player of the game. But I am actually going to jump on your back here and say Shane Jones. So 66% right now of the Tony's Pizza player of the game is for number 6, the junior running back, Shane Jones. After this play, because it's 4th and 10, we're going to hear from the 34%, Kevin Willie. Smith drops back, throws. Oh, and a big hit at the end, incomplete. So now we have a few minutes to listen to Kevin Willie and his 34% choice.
Well, you guys kind of backed me in a corner here. I really liked McGill. He did drop a couple.
A touchdown.
But he caught some nice passes. So I originally thinking of him, but I kind of leaned towards Ochoa because he threw those passes, and I really liked watching him throw those passes tonight. He threw some good passes.
No, you're right.
He did.
So that's who I was going to lean.
Ochoa?
Was Ochoa.
Okay.
But you guys,
I like that
Jones
one too.
Jones is a good bet.
So we're going to make the official decision. Shane Jones, the junior running back, free safety, punt return expert, kickoff return expert, is the Tony's Pizza player of the game. And with one more snap of the football, this game's going to be over. What a fantastic game. 77 points scored, a lot of excitement. The black hole right down below us, the Stockdale High School cheering section. The Driller faithful came out. Senior night, we had a chance to interview Asani Rufus. We had a chance to interview Jimmy Keene. Some great stuff tonight. Appreciate everybody being on board. Our Tony's Pizza player of the game, Shane Jones. That'll do it. A big win. Brian, your final comments about this football game before I take off downfield.
Well played. Good first half. I just think the second half is outmatched, and Stockdale just caved in at the end, but they fought all the way through.
Next week, Liberty, BHS at West High School. Your thoughts?
That's going to be a good one. That's one where I think the penalties got to get cleaned up and mistake-free football in championship game.
Drillers win. We will see you next week at West High School, same time. KernHigh.org is going to bring you what we believe will be the league championship between the Patriots and the Drillers. Going to be a big one. We have the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game Award to hand out. I'm going to head downfield. On behalf of Stan Green, Kevin Willey, Brian Adams, I'm Vance Palm. I'm going to head down and give our Tony's Pizza Player of the Game, and everybody please have a very safe and smart Halloween. Ow!
I was shearing my lamb for fair. I have 2 lambs.
This lamb is stubborn.
Taking care of animals is you feed them twice a day, make sure they have water, walk them, make sure they're ready for fair.
Vet science is the first year before you can actually go into animal science, and it's a lot of hands-on with the different animals, and you get to learn different things such as giving shots, castrating, all that fun stuff. For me, wanting to be a vet when I'm older, it prepares me. All the stuff that I'm learning in ag is definitely going to help me.
I'm in ag communications. Anything that you see on the Facebook page is what we do, and pictures, and we do all the posters that are around campus, anything that just promotes ag.
Our students are all part of the FFA organization, and through that we have a chapter officer team. We do monthly chapter meetings because we're trying to get them involved outside of class. They can find something that they're interested in, and they need something that's going to hook them so that they're ready for life after high school.